get the money. Get 15% off all appliances and floor care. Thank you for making Sears Energy Star Partner of the Year. Sears, life well spent.
Closed captioning of tonight's telecast is provided by Bimart. Celebrating 40 years of Portland Trailblazers basketball. Blazers basketball is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far. By Les Schwab Tire Centers, where doing it right is what we do best. And by McDonald's. Try McDonald's Angus Third Pounders with 100% juicy Angus beef. It's beefier beefiness. I'm loving it.
Joyce Campbell.
And back here in Sacramento, Trailblazers and Kings, fourth and final meeting of the regular season. Blazers have won the first three. Time to get you the clear, super fast mobile internet starting lineups for this game tonight. First four, the Kings, who now have 5 in a row at home after coming back from a 5-game road trip. Tyreke Evans in the backcourt, along with Udrih, Andres Nocioni, Carl Landry, and Jason Thompson inside. For the Trailblazers, who are now 29-16 against the West, Andre Miller, Brandon Roy in the backcourt, Nick Batum, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Marcus Camby inside at center. Portland trying to bounce back from Thursday night's loss in Denver. When we come back to Sacramento, we'll get the keys to this game from Mike Rice, and we'll get things underway. Blazers have actually beaten the Kings 6 straight times and can finish off a second straight season series sweep with a win here. No time for slippage now. We'll tip it off when we come back.
May I help you?
Are you Denise?
Denise!
Everyone wants in on the 5-layer deal. Layers of seasoned beef, cheddar cheese, and a hidden layer of nacho cheese sauce. It's Taco Bell's new beefy 5-layer burrito for just 89 cents. Why pay more? There's a moment at night when you gotta have fourth meal. Melty, crunchy, spicy, and grilled.
Hey, it's Melissa from the Blazer Dancers. Join me on my Ford Fusion adventures. Another rainy day in Portland. My brand new car. We're here. Absolutely gorgeous. You want to go to the park? And this is Charlie. Say hi, Chad. Follow me in my Ford Fusion adventures on IamATrailblazersFan.com.
Sacramento 24-52 on the season, 17-19 here at home. Trailblazers come in 46-30, of course, already having clinched a berth in the playoffs. Time to get you the Northwest Ford Store's keys to this game. For those, we turn to the coach, Mike Rice.
Well, I think you have to hold the Kings under 44% shooting. I have a feeling they started all their offensive firepower with their starting unit. You got to keep that starting unit under that. Assist total, that'll show if the Blazers are passing to each other or going too much one-on-one against a Sacramento King that's not a great defensive team. Bench scoring, I think with Juwan Howard out of the game tonight, we'll keep an eye on Dante Cunningham and Jeff Pendergraft to see if those two young men can step up tonight in a big game.
Yeah, Juwan Howard a little under the weather. They think maybe some food poisoning got him. He will not play tonight. All right, for the Corona Coaches Corner tonight, it's the head coach, Nate McMillan, talking about staying focused, staying sharp, and taking care of biz.
Sacramento is going to be playing, different lineups. They got about 8 guys that will be in uniform, and it's a dangerous team in the sense that those guys that will be playing are playing for spots next year, rotation, time, a lot of different things. They're going to come out and scrap, and we have to come out and take care of business, and, for 48 minutes.
All right, that's the Corona Coaches Corner. As Portland, they were in their black uniforms in Denver on Thursday. Tonight going with the red as we take a look at the matchup of the numbers tonight. Coach Rice, you see the big difference? Defense.
Yeah, it's they give up 104 points per game. They're not a great defensive team. Blazers give up 94.9, but the Blazers are taking more shots per game than they did early in the year. They've got it up to almost 79 shots a game. So it should be a little higher scoring game, but I don't feel that. I think Sacramento will really try to get after the Blazers, and the Blazers are getting ready for the playoffs, 6 games, including this one left. So I think it'll be more of a defensive struggle in this ball game.
Well, Trailblazers have given up in the 3 games so far, 88, 81, and 94. Of course, the 94, the last time we were here, March 12th, where they beat the Kings 113-94, and they'd like a repeat performance of that, where they take off and get in control early and never look back. Take a look at the Western Conference standings.
Well, Oklahoma City should have lost today, but they're ahead. If they lose and San Antonio loses on the road tomorrow, the Blazers, if they win this ball game, could move up to 6th place. So it only takes 1 day to move up in the standings, and Phoenix is losing tonight, so it'll be interesting to see at the end of tomorrow, Monday, who's where in the Western playoffs. It changes every day.
Well, we watched the Oklahoma City score, of course, as Portland in a position to where, you know, we've been watching, scoreboard watching, and watching teams like San Antonio and Oklahoma City, and those teams have been rolling here as of late. Thunder have some tough games left, but they're mostly home games. They're in Dallas tonight, though, and winning at last check. Bob and Michael will sort most of this out coming up at halftime. And as you said, everything keeps changing. And if you start to get in the idea of you can control who you're going to play, I think you're dead wrong.
Yeah, you really are. I would hate to be in this Boston Celtics shoes. They are playing terrible at home. They're giving up
Lost
so
to Houston
many points.
last night.
Yeah, their MO has always been get ready for the playoffs with defense. They haven't done that, and that's why the Blazers, you know, they can't fall into that category of looking forward to the playoffs. We talked about it in the pregame. They have to get better than they are right now.
Well, Jason Thompson starting now basically at center for Sacramento. Blazers should have a big advantage inside. Spencer Hawes out for the remainder of this season. Kings play 5 of their final 6 games right here at home. They're coming off an 0-5 road trip. Brandon Roy had an off night in Denver on Thursday. Nuggets doubled and tripled him every time he touched the ball. Brandon ended up going 3 for 13. That rebound kept alive by Portland, but Tyreke Evans the other way. Now to Nocioni, the pull-up 15-footer. That's off the mark, and I think Portland would rather have Nocioni shooting from 18 feet than Udrih, that's for sure.
Yeah, it'll be a job for, of course, Nicholas Batum on Nocioni. You got to get out on him. He's a guy that'll shoot the ball. He wasn't getting along with his coach. Boy, that looked like steps on.
They post up Miller on Udrih, and Udrih had the slap and poke away, and now numbers. Udrih right down the left side, missed it. Aldridge got a piece of it, and now Portland 2-on-1 the other way. Andre takes his time, steps through Evans and scores. Tyreke was coming and had an idea of blocking that shot, and Miller put a little hesitation move on him, and that got him some room.
Well, Tyreke Evans is one of the leaders for guards in fast break points, so if he gets the ball, look for them to really push it up.
Is he your rookie of the year?
Yes, he is. I think he's more consistent than Jennings or Curry. They're the other 2 guys that are competing with him. I think Tyreke Evans been consistent all year long. And I'll tell you, when you get that stat, what he's done, 25-5. Only MJ, Oscar Robertson, and LeBron have done that in their career.
Those are Brandon Roy numbers. Of course, Brandon, a 25-5 guy. And a foul going to be called on Nicholas Batum, I believe. Eric Dolan will let us know. It is indeed. And so free throws coming for Carl Landry, who's crafty underneath, came over in the trade with Houston. And Landry has just gotten to the point where he's eating what he wants to eat now on the last road trip. Landry had that temporary bridge knocked loose. Of course, earlier in the season, he had 5 teeth knocked out by Dirk Nowitzki's elbow in a game.
Yeah, and everyone felt bad for Dirk then.
It was all the story.
Oh, his elbow.
Well, Dirk actually, not to get too graphic, but Dirk had a couple of Carl's teeth embedded in his elbow and had to be surgically removed. Landry, meanwhile, was the guy who lost 5 teeth in the deal. Yeah. And they put a temporary bridge on there, and then he lost that on the last road trip. And so hasn't been able to eat what he wants and has kind of been working on a liquid diet. But now he says he's finally back to where he can do what he wants a little bit.
Do you think that would work with me if I knocked out 5 of my teeth? I only ate mush.
How many did you get knocked out in the college game you've told me about?
Yeah.
Where the drunk dentist worked on you?
Yeah, 4. Man, 2 of them were my front teeth. You probably haven't noticed that I have artificial.
Of course I have.
Yeah.
Here's Batum down low. Into 3 Kings, and he's fouled. Let's see who. It's going to be Nocioni, says Eric Dolan. So free throws coming for Nicholas Batum.
Now, it's not unusual for teams to try to score against the Kings inside. The Kings are one of those teams that'll really score well in the paint on the offensive end, and they give up a lot on the defensive end in the paint. So they get 45, they give up 45. The problem is the Blazers only get 36 a game inside the paint. So the Blazers have to take special care to get the ball inside against this shorter. Although with Jason Thompson starting, he blocks a few shots more than Haas.
And Batum makes a pair. And despite the fact Portland 1 for 4, they've got the 3-point lead. Sacramento 0 for 4 to start this game. Had a couple spin around and out. Udrih now trying to set up Tyreke Evans against Batum. Nicholas always draws. The tough matchup. You got to get back to Udrih on the 3. This one he leaves short, and the rebound Batum. You know, we talked a moment ago about Oklahoma City and Sacramento and the kind of ball they're playing. As we watch Miller with the left hand inside. And they're going to continue to try and post up Miller on Udrih on that right box, which is Andre's preferred spot.
And that will be really big in the playoffs, who the Blazers play. If they have a small guard like Udrih, Andre Miller really will be an asset posting them up. If they play a team like that has Jason Kidd and you can't post up as much, that won't be an asset.
Aldridge, nice baseline move, and he gets the kind roll, and LaMarcus has his first field goal.
And as always, the Blazers early in the game will test the other team inside defense. And boy, it's really important to test the Kings inside.
Udrih up top, trying to look to Thompson again, this time in a mismatch with Roy. Thompson sweeps through the middle and hits the little baby hook.
Boy, Udrih really has been playing great basketball in this last 2 months of the season. He has earned his money.
Miller short with the jumper. Udrih played good defense, and here comes Udrih trying to start an odd-numbered fast break. And now cut off. Last time we were in this building, we told you about and you saw as Nocioni rolls in a 3. We talked about all the Blazer fans that have made the trip from Portland and from the Bay Area. Tonight, there may be even more than there were last time.
Yeah, a lot of people with the red shirts on tonight. Really makes a team feel at home, too, when they see a lot of fans.
Aldridge fouled, would have scored the bucket. But LaMarcus, well, 2 trips ago, this was LaMarcus Aldridge.
Watch that soft touch. The ball hangs, boom. And this looks like the rim is dead, but that's more the way he shoots that shot, to have it hang on there. So important that you have a nice soft touch around the basket. It doesn't look like on his release it is going to be soft, because he kind of flicks it with his wrist, but it ends up being soft.
Well, I mentioned Oklahoma City winning in Dallas, and getting back to what I was saying about Oklahoma City and San Antonio. Here's what illustrates the kind of ball they're playing. On February 22nd, the Blazers were in 8th place in the West. Portland has gone 14-4 and is still in 8th place in the West.
Yeah.
A very wise man gave me that statistic.
Yeah, that's typical of the West, because San Antonio's thinking the same thing. They've won a ton of games, and they just can't get out of the race for 8th spot.
Kings throw it away. Portland back 3-on-3. Miller goes right past Tyreke Evans, who wanted to block the shot, and now Portland will set it up. Nick Batum, open angle 3, looks good, and this is around and out. Rebound Evans. They look down.
I can't believe that ball.
Evans scores and is fouled around Aldridge.
And that's why Evans has such an advantage over a lot of guards in the NBA. He'll be Rookie of the Year simply because he can go in and muscle. He's very much like Darren Williams of Utah. When they get you on you're backing up on your heels, they're strong enough to go right at you and score. He, in March, is number 2 in the entire NBA in fast break points. He has 65. Now he has 67 with that fast break right there. So he is getting it up and down the court.
They go back to Aldridge on Thompson. Up and under move. LaMarcus gets fouled, earns another trip to the free throw line, and they are not deep inside Sacramento. So if you can get these guys into foul trouble, and now Thompson with his second, I mean, they just don't have any big guys. They got Brockman, who's going to return tonight and play.
Yeah,
and maybe Sean May, but other than that, they get really small really fast.
Yeah, and if you look at Jason Thompson, his history, he's number 3 of all forwards in the NBA in personal fouls. He has fouled 265 times, 66 times. So he'll whack you. You know, you would like him to go straight up or try to block a shot, but he gets very physical in there. And like tonight, that will hurt them. You just said, MB, that they are weak in the bench area without Hawes here.
And Aldridge with his 4th free throw attempt already.
That is key. Oh, get to the foul line. Because they get to the foul line. They're very good, but they also give up. They're 3rd in the NBA at personal fouls, so take advantage of it, especially inside.
But you can already see the energy level for these Sacramento players far better than it was in the game we played here a couple of weeks ago, and that thing was pretty much a first-round knockout.
Yeah, and it was because they were flat and really didn't care. Somebody's giving them a good pep talk because they are really interested in working hard tonight. You can see it on the defensive end.
LaMarcus takes it to Dante Green. Camby mistimed his jump, otherwise would have tipped that one in easily, and now here comes Udrih the other way.
Well, you have to get out on Udrih right there, and Andre Miller is, because he'll shoot that 3.
Sacramento started this game 0 for 5. They are since 6 for 6.
Yeah, and Landry is doing a nice job. When they gave up Kevin Martin, they had to have Landry score inside, and he'll be all right next year for this team.
Roy trying to bully his way inside against Evans. Batum takes the open 3, and this time buries it.
Nocioni's on him. Nocioni was leaving him to double team Roy. Now, if you had a superstar in your ball club that was interested more in scoring, that pass wouldn't have been made.
That ball tipped away by Aldridge, but picked up by Sacramento. And your point on Roy, well taken. Miller, I think, stepped on a foot. Andre hobbling on that right ankle. Evans, meanwhile, buries a 3. Andre trying to walk it off. Of course, we talk about all the time. Andre's ankles, I think, are made of rubber because we've seen him rolling bad, and he just plays through it.
It's amazing how he won't go out of the game either.
And he heads to the sideline. That's how you play in 607 consecutive games. That's what he's done. Kings by 3. Not going to be so easy tonight. You get the feeling.
Hi, may I help you?
Yes, I hear Progressive has lots of discounts on car insurance. Can I get in on that?
Are you a safe driver?
Yes.
Discount. Do you own a home?
Yes.
Discount. Are you going to buy online?
Yes.
Discount. Isn't getting discounts great?
Yes.
There's no discount for agreeing with me.
Yeah, I got carried away.
It happens to me all the time.
Helping you save money. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
A slice of life from Stark's Vacuums. Stark's Vacuums carries a complete line of Miele vacuums and appliances. Stark's, with 9 convenient locations. Open weeknights till 7, weekends till 5.
Next time on Wanted Adventure Host, it's Ready, Aim, Fire.
Good shot. The heart rate's going.
Told you I'd get them both, folks. All right! I'm gonna win this!
Dad, yes.
I'm gonna win this thing!
Monday at 8 p.m., catch an all-new episode of Wanted Adventure Host on Comcast Sportsnet.
Game on! Woo! Yeah!
Well, Sacramento is shooting 58%. They've hit 7 straight shots, and that's how they have a 3-point lead. Well, Starks Vacuum's giving you the chance to shoot hoops with the Trailblazer. 12 lucky winners will receive the red carpet treatment, including 2 tickets to the Blazers-Warriors game on April 14th. And after the game, the winners will get to shoot hoops on the Rose Garden floor with a player. Enter to win at any Starks Vacuum's location. As Nate McMillan wanted to talk things over, Jared Bayless will step in and replace Andre Miller a little ahead of schedule. So, and we saw, in fact, the replay. And take a look at it here. Watch Miller come to the right side of your screen, right there.
He turns that ankle trying to stop on the dime, and he kind of pushed against the foot. And you can tell he's oozed. But Andre Miller's, like you said, MB, he's got rubber ankles.
Yeah, because we've seen that happen before to him this year at times and have wondered how he stays in the game, but he always does.
And he just told Jay Jensen, you could read his lips, I'm all right.
Yeah,
I'm all right. Go away from me.
So now Bayless gets an opportunity. Jared had a rough night in Denver. Had a couple of turnovers in the first half that proved to be costly as the Nuggets went on a roll. Here's Aldridge, had plenty of room. He was kind of surprised there was no one behind him when he caught it, and he flipped it in. So that was Portland working a steady diet of L.A. early. 8 points for him.
That was a real bad zone defense from out of bounds. They tried to fool the Blazers by going to the zone, and no one checked into the middle. Ooh, stay in that zone.
Sacramento wants to work Landry from the outside, pull Camby out of the middle. Aldridge grabs the miss.
Yeah, Camby's a little taller, puts that arm up, and you don't get the same vision as you would if L.A. is on you.
Here's Roy. He's taking just one shot, which he missed. Far corner, Bayless wouldn't take the 3. Jared doubled. Roy. Evans, hands all over Brandon above the foul line. That's sometimes a foul, sometimes not. 3 in the corner for Batum is down.
Boy, and they did have hands. And Brandon's telling him, the guy had his hands on him above the foul line, just pushing him back.
Batum, the good defense on Evans. Tyreek misses the shot. Rebound Aldridge. Now Bayless looks to push.
And Nocioni's getting out, so it leaves a lot of lanes open for somebody.
Camby, they give him that shot. Marcus has been hitting it. 3 in the key or foul first? Foul first.
Yeah. I thought he was turning as he got held.
So you're thinking free throws?
I'm thinking free throws.
Watch Roy here.
See the hands right there? Hands on his hip, holding him. That's supposed to be a no-no.
Okay below the foul line or in the defensive box in the post-up positions, but not out there above the free throw line. And
yeah, not when a guard's going right at you.
As we say all the time, that's one of the big differences between the way the college game is officiated now and the way the NBA is called.
They're in that zone defense again.
They double Aldridge. Boy, Jared, a nice move to save that pass. Bayless got to go up with the 3 at the shot clock buzzer.
Well, that wasn't the prettiest thing in the world against that zone, as Nicholas and Bayless were in the same area, but it worked out well.
And as usual, Portland out of a timeout goes on a run. It's now 11-3 total.
And I don't know why. They're man-to-man. The Kings was playing pretty well.
Dante Green down the middle, runs down Camby. Then he gets it to Omri Casspi, who's checked in, and he scores. Rudy Fernandez will check in for Portland next dead ball.
Yeah, Landry was really out of position, and I don't think Camby flopped on it. He came right into him.
Dante Cunningham will check in at the spot normally reserved for Juwan Howard. Roy fouled on the jumper. Evans came right under him. And Bill Kennedy, the right call. So Brandon will shoot free throws. As we mentioned earlier, Juwan Howard, I think he's got a little food poisoning. Not a fun day for him, but he's not going to play tonight.
I don't know if you can have a little food poisoning. It's probably a whole lot.
I'm not sure if it's that or if there's a little bug that's going around, because a couple of guys have had little things here and there.
Yeah. If I didn't get it at that movie last night,
there have been a couple of us, I say us, suffering the last couple of days a bit. You didn't know that, but now you do. Too much information.
Right. I didn't want to know it.
Yeah, thank you.
Now the Kings.
You wondered why I didn't go to the movie with you last night.
Yeah. With the Titans or whatever the name of that movie.
Was that any good? I heard it was rotten.
Save your money.
5-point Blazer lead. Landry puts his head down against Camby. Roy knocked it away, then Camby blocks it, and we get an offensive foul on Landry, and that is his first foul, the clear out, trying to avoid the shot blocking Camby.
If you've got length and you block 3 shots a game like Camby, see, Camby just waits for it there. I didn't really see that much of a foul on Landry, but I guess he was pulling away a little bit.
Well, Blazers have 25 on the official book as Roy with the left, a nice move. Now they got they got it fixed now. 27-20 should be the proper score.
Yes, and that's what it is. And the timeout really was good for the Blazers. That's why NBA coaches, they kind of remind you about what you're not doing.
And can maybe help you reset your focus a little bit. And I think that's what Nate McMillan did. But a good timeout for Portland. And Portland, of course, last season for these guys that keep track of such things, had the most efficient rating in the NBA out of a timeout.
Yes.
It's worked so far tonight.
That shows you
Blazer lead.
Good coaching.
It only happens once a year, and it's happening right here in Portland. It's USA Basketball versus the world at the Nike Hoop Summit, April 10th at 7 p.m. at the Rose Garden. Today's top prospects, tomorrow's NBA stars. The best high school standouts compete on an international stage, including Terrence Jones of Jefferson High School. It's a fun and affordable event for the family. Tickets are only $10 at the Rose Quarter ticket office or at NikeHoopSummit.com.
Day, catch the Silver Bullet, frost-brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Who makes the most fuel-efficient midsize cars in the world? Ford. Fusion and Mercury Milan hybrids get an amazing 41 miles per gallon in city driving. How about the world's most fuel-efficient SUVs? Ford Escape and Mercury Mariner hybrids at 34 mpg. Right now at Landmark, we have a special allocation of more than 20 hybrids, but they always sell quickly. So see us today at Landmark Ford Lincoln Mercury in Tigard. We're just off I-5 at the Haines Street exit. Get more, spend less.
Well, it's a 15-5 Blazer run in all, and they've made 5 straight shots and lead it now by 7. 2:41 left here, first quarter. Aflac trivia question time. Coach Rice, it's time for you to get back on track.
Okay.
In 1976, the Blazers traded Jeff Petrie and Steve Haas for a pick that became what player?
Oh.
I know, it's a tough one for you to get back on track with, but we don't take it easy on anybody here in terms of the Aflac trivia question.
Yeah.
And there's Jeff
Petrie. Just got a new contract.
Locks. Is he wearing a different style?
Yes, definitely is.
That's the John Curry look, I understand.
I won't comment on that.
John Brockman has checked in for Sacramento. Played with Brandon Roy, Brandon's senior year at Washington.
Now, with Landry and Brockman in there together, they'll both really bang the boards. But if you get the defensive rebound, you can really run on this Kings team that's in there right now with Casspi. He also hits the boards. So you got to hold them off, but at the same time, you can run.
Evans back to Landry. Full head of steam. Runs down. Cunningham blocking foul. Score the bucket. As Eric Dolan didn't say he was inside the restricted area, just said that he was not there. We'll take a look.
Let's take a look, because look, he is there.
And he's outside.
What is, see, they've got to get a little more consistent with the referees that have the high numbers. You can see he has 75. So I expect that from him. I mean, Dante Cunningham was planted, feet outside the circle, took the blow, didn't flop, and justice prevails on the foul shot.
And the Blazers back with it. As Bayless still running the point, we assume Andre Miller's fine, as we saw him mouth that to Jay Jensen a moment ago. Here's Roy, 15-footer. Brandon going to start getting it going now. He always seems to play well in this building. 6 for Brandon, 2 of 3 shooting.
Especially if they back up and hope that he doesn't go around them. You give him that jump shot.
That ball knocked away. Camby. Boy, it looked like he came down awkwardly. He's all right. Now Bayless controls the pass and will set the offense. You hate it anytime you see a Blazer big man rolled into, especially this year. Portland's made 6 straight shots now. Trying to make it 7 is Bayless. Into a crowd. Ball was taken. Bayless tries to get it back. Rudy was going to sell out for that, but not sure there was a good landing area there, so the Kings will have it back, trailing by 7.
Now Bayless did a good thing. He went to the basket hard. He brought 3 guys. Now the bad thing was find the open man. When you have 3 guys helping out on you, especially the Kings, they don't close on shooters. Get it back out.
Dante Green, blocked by Roy. Out of bounds to Portland, off of Casspi. Great defense by Brandon Roy, who got the block shot.
Sure was. Oh,
Blazers trying to rush back. Brandon was sneaking down that right side. There's Cunningham inside. Brockman puts the body on him. Now Roy has it against Green in the far corner.
I like this matchup of Dante Green, the Syracuse guy that plays the zone.
Roy to Bayless for another 3. This one off. Rebound tipped by Camby. Out of bounds 2. They're going to give it to Sacramento, but if it hit the end line, looked like they went off Dante Green.
Sure did. Tyreke Evans, he'll play 41, 42 minutes tonight, so he'll be in there against your second unit.
Green catch and shoot for 3, way long. Offensive rebound, Landry trying to give Camby a few head fakes and backed Camby into the basket where he couldn't block the shot.
See, that's when the guards, when a guy does that, he's waiting. The guards have to come in underneath and scoop it up.
Roy foul on the perimeter, says Matt Bolin. And this will be free throws for Brandon.
1, 2, 3. See, 3, you can get, his back is to, you know he's not going to throw it back out. He's looking at the basket. If you're a guard that's defensive minded, you just come in there and swoop down on it.
There is the magic number that we always talk about. Blazers on the season, 15-1. When scoring 30 or more in a first quarter, and they just got to 30.
Yes.
And they stay at 30.
Casspi, of course, gets the rebound. He's the first player in the NBA born in Israel.
And that was the first Blazer missed free throw of the game. Evans, that's offensive foul. That's a good call. You watch Bayless trying to do a good job with Evans. Evans just using that left arm and just swiping away Bayless as he drove.
And that'll take Tyreke out of the ball game.
You don't see that called very often, but watch
No.
this here, the left arm.
Yeah. And Bayless gave it a, hey, come on. You
can't almost stiff arm.
No, you could almost hear the whine.
And Evans with his second foul has to come out. So Thompson and Evans on the bench with 2 apiece. Now Roy, as we're down to 15 seconds for the quarter. Cunningham open 2 over Brockman, and he hits it. Dante's minutes have been cut a little bit as of late, but not because of lack of performance by any means.
No, just that Juwan Howard, they've cut the rotation to about 8 guys.
Foul on Bayless up top. And that'll be free throws. Shot clock was there. The game clock was down to 3.4, and that's not a good foul.
No, not on 3.4. You've done your job. You've made him go back right. You've taken away that left hand from him, and you're pushing him to going right. You know with 3 seconds left, there's no way that he can turn the corner going right and do anything good for them. So, you know, you've done your job. Oh, boy, and this guy doesn't miss many foul shots.
No, he's about 83%. Landry out. And Andres Nocioni checks back in.
You know, I could never, it was a money issue that San Antonio let this guy go. He was on 2 championship NBA teams.
Here's 3 seconds. Roy can tie him up a 3, long 3. Oh, Rudy tipped it in. I think that's going to count. They'll take a look at the replay, but Rudy just walks underneath and tips it in. And the Sacramento coaching staff saying that not good. Let's take a look. Watch for the light on the backboard.
Oh, it's so close.
Boy, that is close. The officials on the floor trying to confer to see what their call on the floor is, and it's good. We'll see what they come up with after they watch the replay. We're through one quarter. Blazers shooting 58%. Kings 53%. And as for now, a 9-point lead. We'll see.
Before he was a Blazer, Bill Walton was one of college basketball's most elite players.
We're watching a significant piece of history here. When Bill Walton turned pro, he bought everybody on the UCLA team a bicycle. You know, whatever he was doing, he tried to influence the people around him.
Walton's performance in the championship is regarded as the greatest offensive performance in NCAA basketball history. Before they were Blazers, tomorrow on Comcast Sportsnet. Game on.
No, it's not easy to save with 3 grown boys.
Not just 3 boys, triplets.
3 cheeseburgers with fries, 3 football uniforms.
You should go forward. Come on, you should go forward. Guys, just take turns. Everybody get a chance to lean back. They were fair.
3 college educations.
We showed them how online tools that come free with their Wells Fargo checking account could help them manage their expenses and save automatically. Times 3.
There you see, he's the 4th triplet.
Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
Problem solved.
May I help you?
Are you Denise?
Denise!
Everyone wants in on the 5-layer deal. Layers of seasoned beef, cheddar cheese, and a hidden layer of nacho cheese sauce. It's Taco Bell's new beefy 5-layer burrito for just 89 cents. Why pay more? There's a moment at night when you gotta have 4th meal. Melty, crunchy, spicy, and grilled.
Blazers by 7 after 1. They have taken the basket away. We'll show you what they saw here momentarily. Not positive we agree at this point. Well, Greg Oden has called Portland his home for 3 years now and is still curious about the unique icons and behaviors that make Portland special. So, of course, Greg grabbed a film crew and traveled all over Portland to see what he could find. Check out new episodes of On the Go with G.O. online at trailblazers.com today. Bill Kennedy, who is the crew chief tonight, saw this in the replay. Very, very close. And it looks it looks like it's, yeah, I guess you could say it's still on his fingertips.
His finger is, if he would have cut his fingernails this morning, then that basket would have been good. It was just on his fingernails.
But the Blazers closed the quarter 7 of 10 shooting. Nocioni through the middle. That shot partially blocked and picked up by Cunningham. Here comes Rudy running the point now.
Nocioni and Landry get their shots blocked. Landry, because he plays more minutes, is only Zach Randolph gets his shot blocked more than those guys because they go right at you.
And Landry and Zach play a similar game.
Yes, they do. They just go in and try to pick up foul shots.
Ooh, looked like a step there by Udrih. 3 in the corner is off the mark by Nocioni, who's not bashful about letting it fly.
Boy, look at Rudy. Look, he's ready to fire it.
He was trying to watch Dante Cunningham through the middle, too. Webster in the corner. Bayless open 3. A little long. Ime Udoka, the rebound for the Kings.
That's why sometimes Bayless hits that front rim. His shot is real flat. And Udrih, boy, he's shooting 49%. So you know if you give him a good shot around that foul line extended, he's going to make it.
Marcel Webster had a very good second quarter in Denver on Thursday, 12 in the quarter. He and Camby were the main reasons why Portland stayed in that ball game early. Rudy, top of the key jumper. You don't see many mid-range jumpers from Rudy.
No, and that's what Bill Bano is working on him with, how to step back and get into that range. You don't have to get into three-point range.
Udrih sets it up for Nocioni. And the Kings strike with a couple straight out of the quarter break. Here comes Bayless to the middle. Offensive foul call. So a Portland turnover. That is their second.
Once again, Bayless not just doesn't have his own man to contend with. So you can see there's Nocioni right there. It's not even Bayless's man, Udrih, that picks up the charge. It's Nocioni. So somebody's open named LaMarcus Aldridge or Rudy or Martell. They're playing off them.
Thompson takes it at Aldridge and scores. His second move like that tonight where he just goes right at your chest, and it's effective again.
Their big guys, once they put the ball on the floor, are not great passers, so you can really squeeze, and that's what this timeout's going to be about, how to help each other against the big guys going one-on-one.
And the second unit giving back a little bit of what the starters gained. 6-0 Sacramento run.
Why will you enjoy doing business with Rasmussen BMW? First of all, Rasmussen people. They work with you to get you the car you want at a price that works for you. And with Rasmussen's best price policy, you'll never have to worry about whether you got the best value possible. It's all part of Rasmussen BMW's legendary buying and ownership experience. Discover the Rasmussen difference. You'll find it only at Southwest Jefferson at 20th and RasmussenBMW.com.
Nothing surprises me anymore. I always knew he'd return. Scorcher. I knew he'd be back for more. I guess some old souls never learn. Luckily, I never get tired of teaching. Defending comfort is my calling. I am Bryant Man.
Qualify for up to an $1,100 rebate and up to a $1,500 tax credit. Go to Bryant.com.
Oh, great.
Oh, not now.
Logan, no.
Oh, dang it. Is this even yours?
Oh, no.
Good low prices on what you need today. Fred Meyer, what's on your list?
Hey. Well, a lot of Blazer fans here in Sacramento tonight. We have talked about that. And a pretty good turnout for the Kings at home as well here on a Saturday night in Sacramento. 6-0 Sacramento to start quarter number 2. It's back. Alaska Airlines and the Blazers want to send you to Maui. Submit your Where in the World photo to trailblazers.com and you will be entered to win a trip to Maui. Round trip airfare for 2, 3-night hotel stay, and $500 spending cash. Go to trailblazers.com and click on For Fans to submit your picture now. Some Blazer staffers there, Coach Rice.
Yeah,
right
Blake,
there.
I see.
Blake and Paul, and I think Alexis is around here somewhere.
Yeah, I saw her drinking a beer earlier.
Portland will inbound. As a lot of fans, we met a lot of Blazer fans before the game, and say, hey, do you live down here? They say, no, we just can't get tickets in Portland that often, so we drive down here.
Well, they make noise, too, in the introductions.
Aldridge has it knocked away, but he's fouled by Casspi.
Caspi's one of the Euros that never can do wrong or commit a foul.
Well, yeah, okay. I can't argue with that.
He played in Israel 3 years before coming real at a young age. So he's not like a guy that just played his freshman year in college. He's played European basketball for a long time.
23rd pick in the first round. Andre taking it at Udrih again. Skips it to an open Rudy for 3. Short. And the rebound claimed by Udoka. A couple of Blazers were there as well. But Sacramento looks to continue this run. But Thompson has that go through his hands and out of bounds. Mad at himself. 5th Sacramento turnover here in the first half.
Yeah, he was going against Rudy, and he just started going before he had the ball. He wanted to just take him under and dunk him. So you got to get Rudy and Martell shooting that ball.
Martell hasn't taken a shot since he's been in. Here's Aldridge. They bring the quick double. Ball tipped, and Webster was held. The foul's going to be on Udoka. And that is the second team foul on Sacramento here in the quarter.
And you're right about the body language, the attitude of this Kings team. Much different than the last time the Blazers beat them here a couple weeks ago. They're going after it.
Well, and this is the time of the season Martell had the open three. He rotates it to the corner. Offensive foul on Dante Cunningham, who was holding Casspi. But this is what you mentioned earlier, is a time for guys to start, not to say it wasn't a few weeks ago when we were here, but now really starting to say, I belong here. I want to be here next year. If not here, I'm going to show other teams I belong in the league. Nice move down the middle. Blazers have not scored yet this quarter.
And they really haven't looked that proficient on the defensive end either. They're letting easy ones go. So now they'll try to get it into L.A.
Nice lob, Aldridge from Andre Miller. There's a little spin move back door on the overplaying post defense, and Aldridge caught it, finished it.
Yeah,
10 now for LaMarcus.
And Jason Thompson has 2 fouls, so he's not going to be highly aggressive against L.A. So getting it in there is a good thing.
Udrih. Oh, Udoka running the baseline, couldn't control, and Cunningham steals. Blazers then turn it over back. Thompson leans from the foul line, off the mark. Dante tips to Fernandez. Andre Miller, full head of steam.
You don't see Bayless and Andre Miller often in there at the same time. So.
Aldridge gets away with a little push. Jason Thompson saying, what do I got to do?
Well, Andre Miller had the right idea. He knows where to go the last 2 times into LaMarcus Aldridge, and the Blazers are back in this game.
LaMarcus with 12 now. Udrih pick and roll with Thompson. Oh, Dante eats it up. Thompson gets it back and scores, though. It's Cunningham getting some of the minutes here early for Juwan Howard, who's not playing tonight. And you can always count on Dante Cunningham to pop in off the bench, regardless of whether or not he's been playing lately.
Yeah, that's because he works out so hard every day before the game and free days.
Webster cuts baseline, lost it. Udrih picks it up and saves to Udoka. 5th Blazer turnover. Udrih, Thompson, top of the key. Nocioni traveled with the ball. Out to Udrih for 2.
Blazers may have to go timeout and get some people back in this game.
And as we said early on tonight, you got the feeling this Kings team much more interested than they were a couple of weeks ago when Portland was here. 6:45 left first half.
Take good care of her.
You got it.
Whoa! Joel's F-150 has sync technology. Check this out. Play rock music.
Play Joel's favorites?
Love like ours is hard to find. Called Coach McMillan.
Hey, what's up, Joel? You ready for the game tonight? Joel, you there?
Stop calling Coach McMillan.
Well, it was just a 20-second timeout. So this is a Subway 20-second timeout. Sacramento shooting 55% in this ball game. So I think as much as Nate McMillan wanted to discuss the offense a little bit during the timeout, I think maybe a little more focus was on the defense and the fact that the Kings are shooting a high percentage.
Yes, and that's what happened last time. But Brandon Roy had such a hot night down here. The Blazers ended up shooting 51%. But in that ball game, the Kings shot 50%. I don't know if the Blazers can win if they allow the Kings to shoot 50% tonight. So we'll have to see. See, the Kings are out. They're interested in playing defense tonight.
Batum. Well, nobody likes to get swept. And Portland in a position here to pull a sweep for the 2nd straight season over Sacramento. Udrih threw that one into traffic, got fortunate to get it back. Batum then breaks out with it by himself. And of course, Sacramento went 0-5 on their recent 5-game road trip. But as I mentioned, they're back home for 5 straight now. Miller inside, Aldridge again. Thompson blocks it. Right to Landry. Here's Tyreke Evans. Gives it up to Thompson late. Shot blocked by Batum.
Blazers really got away with one there on a 3-on-1 fast break. The Blazer big guys really get back quick.
Udrih That little elbow jumper for Udrih is like a lay-in.
Yeah, you've got to step out. Anytime one of the big guys, L.A. knows that. He said, my bad. You got to step up. That's like a layup.
Kings match their largest lead. Trying to go back to Brandon and LaMarcus now. Batum, far corner, Miller. The cutter is Aldridge. LaMarcus, nice spin move to the glass, and he puts it down. LaMarcus, 14 first-half points.
Now, you see what Andre Miller did. He looked into the defense. They had 3 guys waiting for him to penetrate. Unlike when Bayless went into the 3 guys, Andre Miller dissected the defense.
Ooh, Batum poked that away, and then he gets the ball on the break against Thompson. Thompson's got to be careful. That's his 3rd foul.
Boy, and I thought Bayless stepped on his foot and just lost his balance. Batum, yes. And I really thought it was steps on Nicholas.
And that'll be the 3rd foul again on Thompson, so he'll have to check out. But Nicholas Batum started the whole play with a little poke check, and he'll shoot 2 free throws when we come back.
Take care of her.
You got it.
Whoa. Joel's F-150 has sync technology. Check this out. Play rock music.
Play Joe's favorites?
Love like ours is hard to find.
Called Coach McMillan.
Hey, what's up, Joel? You ready for the game tonight? Joel? You there?
Stop calling Coach McMillan.
A couple years ago, Les Schwab saved my 4th of July. My tire had blown out on the freeway. Luckily, the tow truck driver was able to call the manager of a Les Schwab tire center. And while I know this might not happen every day, Bruce Ward arrived and opened the store.
Hi there.
I was so impressed, especially when I found out Bruce left a family barbecue to help.
Happy 4th, Nancy.
If there's such a thing as an award for awesomeness, Bruce deserves a bunch of them. I'm Nancy Schutz, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
The search for an adventure host is down to 8 finalists, and guns are drawn. Will Bo, the experienced hunter, eliminate the competition?
This didn't work out the way I had planned.
Or can someone else shoot their way into the spotlight? It comes down to one shot and one promo.
I want to be the next adventure host on out.
Who hits the mark?
All right!
And who takes a hike? Find out on an all-new episode of Wanted, Monday at 8 on Comcast Sportsnet.
Game on! Woo! Yeah!
2 questions for Mike Rice. Can you buy me a hot dog at halftime? Can you, what does the other one say? Can you, shake my hand after the game? I think you can accomplish both of those. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. We could do that.
There were signs about you last time we were here. Wells Fargo, the official financial partner of the Trailblazers. Together we'll go far. And let's also go to the next game. It's on the road again, although we come home for a couple of days before we go back to L.A. and take on the Clippers. And then it's back home for a couple of days, and then back to L.A. to take on the Lakers. Odd schedule that it is here late in this season. So will you buy the young man a hot dog at halftime?
Absolutely not.
Well, he's not listening right now anyway.
Right.
So Nicholas Batum to shoot free throws. Portland shooting 46% and Sacramento at 55%. Sean May has checked in for the first time for the Kings.
I'll tell you, Sean May looks 100% better than he did a couple of years ago after the knee operation. He spent too much time at the hot dog stand. But now he has really got himself, it must be a contract year, because he looks good.
Are you assuming that if it was not a contract year, he would let himself go?
Well, he did.
Well, he had microfracture surgery on his knee in, 07? But May was working out for a few teams this last summer, including the Trailblazers.
Sure, he came in, and the Blazers took a hard look at him.
Evans left open for the 3, put it up long. Camby grabs the defensive board inside. Andre Miller going to take it. Oh, he lost the ball.
Andre doesn't do that very often.
No, he was going right at Udrih. Bano pulls up. And that again, that's money for him.
Let's see how smart Udrih is. He just stopped. He saw Camby, and he said, I lose that battle. I'm going to stop out here, foul line extended, shoot a little jumper. I'll tell you, he really looks good. And, you know, with this backcourt of Evans and, you know, they can do some damage if they pick up a couple of bigger inside players.
Miller to Roy. Brandon gets fouled by Udrih. And yes, he was shooting, so he'll get free throws. First foul on Udrih. Brandon 7 points in the first half here, just 2 of 4 shooting, hasn't taken that many shots.
Yeah, we really haven't, and they don't have anybody that specializes in stopping Brandon Roy. It's not a follow or somebody
that's Denver where they triple team.
Right, and you know they've just kind of they've squeezed him a little bit here, but
Mario Elie, former Blazer.
Look at Mario, looks good.
Jimmy Irons on that staff,
top.
right to your far left. And then Sharif Abdur-Rahim is back there, former Blazer as well.
I think Mario Elie will be a head coach someday. He really wants to be. Yeah,
and there's Jimmy Irons on the left there. Good staff. Pete Carrill back there as well.
Yes, they do have a good staff. The Blazers, both teams going a lot of zone now.
Just don't want to leave Udrih open. Evans, might have got away with a little walk there. Blazer bench thinking so. And again, that's the guy you can't leave.
Well, if you're playing a zone, somebody's got to say, hey, Udrih goes in there. That's up to Camby in L.A. to stop him. I got to get back out on people out in the top.
Miller cut off on the baseline. Kings doubling. Roy open for 3. Around and out. Rebound gathered in by Landry.
Boy, that ball was in, too.
Udrih. Landry erased by Batum. His second block. Sean May along, too. Rebound Camby, and in one motion passes to Batum. Sets up a 4-on-3 break.
Oh, wasn't a great pass. Otherwise, Nicholas has his 3.
There's his 3.
Yeah.
Oh. Batum, who was held scoreless for the first time this season at Denver on Thursday, has 13 in the first half here.
And that was coming off a 20-point game against the Knicks, where he played so well offensively.
20 points in 22 minutes.
Yes, very good.
Evans. You have to put a hand up on Udrih. This time he doesn't make Portland pay, and Udrih now 6 of 9 in the game.
And the number 4 rebounder snatches another one, Marcus Camby.
Roy called for a carry. And that is 7 Portland turnovers. Take a look at the Batum block. And then, as is so often the case, Batum finishes at the other end.
You're ready for the big game? Is your TV ready to play? Come to Standard TV and Appliance with a huge selection of HD TVs and more at the lowest prices. The best brands, Sony, Samsung. Get the thrill of 3D TV now at Standard with a 60-inch 3D ready Mitsubishi 1080p for just $9.99. Take it from me, Bill Shanley. For the best prices on electronics, appliances, and more, hurry into Standard TV and Appliance.
Stop that king! He's crazy! This king's insane! So much beef for $3.99. The world's cutting back. He doesn't even know it.
You're the one who's nuts.
New Steakhouse XT burgers from BK. 30% more beef than McDonald's Angus burgers, starting at $3.99. The king's going crazy.
You want fast, affordable mobile broadband? Get Cricket. Hurry, call 1-800-545-8058 or click mycricket.com/broadband for unlimited broadband, just $40 a month. Act now and get this modem free. Internet for your desktop or laptop on America's most affordable 3G network with no contracts to sign and no overages. Call, click, or come in today and get this free modem, but only for a limited time. Get respect for your wallet. Cricket.
Bob Camby and Michael Holton on the home court studio. The McDonald's halftime report is coming up. Andre Miller goes out of the game with the twisted foot ankle. Things don't go well. He comes back in. What happens right away?
Well, he's the architect of easy baskets. He catches LaMarcus Aldridge on the lock and lob play. LaMarcus steps up the lane, pivots. Andre holds the ball high. And you need to get easy baskets, and Andre Miller sees to it that it happens.
Well, there were no white shirts under the basket.
That's the way you score.
That's a good idea. Andre saw that. Let's get you back courtside and sack to Mike and Mike.
All right, thanks, guys. More coming up at halftime from Bob and Michael. As the Blazers still allowing 51%, and the Rice signs continue. There's the hot dog.
Are they putting that together?
They're showing you where the hot dogs can be found. Look at you. This is like tribute night. You're not retiring, are you?
Well, I look at the signs. One sign, I'm a hot dog. The other, I'm a maniac.
And then I saw a martini glass as well, even though I know that's not your drink of choice.
No. I'll have one of those on the courtside program.
Or at least people think that's
it. Yeah, right.
We won't divulge exactly what you were. Enjoy. Carl Landry against Camby. Into a double team. Whips a shot, whip pass to Udrih. Shot clock at 3. And this one off the mark. Roy ends up on his back, but he's all right.
Boy, Camby's like a spider in a web looking for food. 12 rebounds average a game, and he's all over that board tonight.
And 7 right now.
Yeah.
Here's Roy on Udrih. Brandon just called for the carry a moment ago. Gives it up to Aldridge. 20-footer short. Rebound. Camby trying to tip. Nocioni, those saves. Oh, goodness. I'm not sure that's the shot you want to take, and then Portland turns it over. Man. Blazers in 9 straight games have been at or below their season average in turnovers, which is 12, which is second in the NBA.
Second, yeah.
But they've got 8 now here in the first half.
And they haven't been forced by the King defense. It's just been passes like that one. And that's, you can't blame Camby. Camby wants to get it out. Andre Miller wants to get it out. It just didn't connect. But I don't mind turnovers like that. You're trying to take advantage of a team that doesn't get back on defense well.
Absolutely.
Now, if it was the Celtics, they get back on defense real well. So that pass doesn't mean anything. But someone like this, it's a good thing to run.
Ooh, Green shuffle before he let that shot go. Nate McMillan all over Matt Boland, down on a couple of steps out on the floor. That's become the automatic call in the NBA.
You change your pivot foot completely, and they don't call anything. There's 3 of them out there.
Aldridge draws a triple. Rudy 0 for 2 so far. Batum steps in, missed it. Offensive rebound. Aldridge, he can't finish, but he's fouled. LaMarcus mad at himself.
And Brandon Roy is going to each official and asking them about, and I hate when they do what they're doing right there. Bill Kennedy said, yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that. He says to Brandon, well, the guy just did it. Get it then. Boy, he changed. You know, he jumped up.
He can't reverse time. All he can say is, I'll do better next time.
Right. He looked like he was doing that. What's the dance that Martin does?
I don't know. At the USO, and I don't know. No, when are you talking? What era are you talking about?
He back about 10 years ago.
Just 10 years ago.
Yes.
Dean Martin?
No. Dean Martin is 50 years.
Well, I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah, he only had one hit. Ricky Martin.
Oh, Ricky Martin?
What was that dance?
I don't know.
Okay, he had a dance. Loca, or living like Loca or something.
Yeah, okay. I know you and Kathy with your Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
You know all the dance moves.
Yeah.
Here's Evans. Nocioni.
He doesn't deserve, when he takes bad shots like that, he really doesn't deserve. He just throws it up.
That was on a line, but it went right through, and Sacramento matches their largest lead again.
Yes.
Roy. Tyreke Evans able to play real aggressive defense on Roy. Brandon hits a tough shot. He's got 11.
I think Brandon will come out and take a look at what was going on in the first half. Boy, that was almost a good double team. With
Blazers do have a foul to give, by the way. Kings do not. In fact, Portland does not have a team foul in the quarter.
This is not bad to come up and pressure. Even if they attack you and score, then you'll get the last shot. Here, they get the last shot if you don't pressure.
And now Westphal will take a 20-second timeout to set up a final shot here. The Kings are certainly at the pace they would like to be. They're averaging about 100 points a game. When they're held below 100 points, Sacramento is 4-30 on the season. So obviously that's the magic mark as far as where to hold them defensively. And the Trailblazers, we've talked a lot lately about Portland's ability to score over 100 in road games. They didn't do it in Denver the other night, but if you do it here against this team while holding them under, it's an automatic win.
It's difficult for a coach coming in. You've beaten this team to 3 times already to really get them to play great defense because the Blazers have outscored this team as far as offense. So they've won 3 games with offense. Why change now? So, but they have held them to about 88, 89 points a game in the other 3 games. So in the second half, I think the Blazers have to step up their defense a little bit, and they win this game.
All right, Sacramento will inbound. Evans up top against Batum. Again, Portland does have a foul to give.
And they put their best defender.
Batum says, should I take it now? And he does. So Nicholas looked at Nate and said, should I take it now? And so 5.7 seconds left. Not sure that'll affect things a whole lot.
And I love the way Brandon is kind of talking to Nicholas. Nicholas has the main job checking Tyreek on what to do.
Evans, that's where you want him out there, not in here. Camby got a piece of it from behind, and Aldridge grabs the rebound. I don't know if they'll give Camby a block, but it certainly looked like he got a piece of that shot from behind. But the Trailblazers, who are looking to make it 7 straight wins over the Kings, have their hands full here tonight against an inspired Sacramento crew. They don't want to be swept. Kings by 1 here at halftime. Bob and Michael coming up next.
You saw it on television. Not 1, but 2 fans winning brand new Toyota Tundras. Now here's your chance to win a brand new Toyota. Your local Toyota dealers and the Trailblazers are giving you a chance to make a half-court shot and drive away in a brand new Toyota. To put a whole new spin on things, we'll have each lucky contestant spin a wheel to see which great Toyota vehicle they're shooting for. As many as 6 fans could drive away with a brand new Toyota. Enter at Trailblazers.com for your chance to spin and win a new Toyota.
McDonald's Bacon and Cheese Angus 3rd Pounder. As if it wasn't enough to make it with a full 3rd pound of 100% Angus beef, they had the audacity to use, yes, a 3rd strip of bacon. Have they no shame? Angus Axiom number 39. It's an embarrassment of riches.
Bite into tangy barbecue with the new Chipotle Barbecue Bacon Angus 3rd Pounder. Juicy Angus beef and sizzling bacon smothered with Chipotle barbecue sauce.
Welcome to the McDonald's Halftime Report.
LaMarcus Aldridge taking it to the rack. LA taking all the shots, 5 out of 10 from the field, 15 points, and the Blazers in a dogfight with those Sacramento Kings, 49-48. Welcome to McDonald's Halftime Report. Bob Camby and Michael Holden. We're going to get to the other games here in a minute, but I'll tell you right now, we are on the verge of having a 4-way tie for second in the West, the way things are going.
That's March Madness.
That's craziness. And we do have almost all the tiebreakers figured out, too. We'll need about 5 extra minutes for that. But let's talk about our game right now, because the Blazers are getting all they want from the home team in the purple. LaMarcus Aldridge, though, doing what he's supposed to do. He got off to a good start.
Well, he's working the paint, and whenever LaMarcus Aldridge works inside out, it sets the table for the Portland Trailblazers. LaMarcus working the low block, kind of pinning and sealing, and coming right into the middle of the lane, and that's easy pickings for LA. Again, close to the rim, LA is parked in this basketball game. Comes across the lane without a screen. Shaq kind of does that, and then gives a forearm shiver, and then goes right to the front of the rim. Kind of got away with one there. But as long as LaMarcus attacks the rim, I think the Trailblazers have more than a heartbeat in this game against the Kings.
And good bounce for LA. 4 shots in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter. He's getting to the free throw line as well. Trailblazer bench has been a spot of a little bit of concern the last few games. So Nick Batum, who missed his first shot, but then has come back with a vengeance. He has 13 off the bench.
Yeah, he's responding to a 0-point performance at Denver. But Brandon Roy playing the point is creating opportunities for Nicholas Batum. Brandon goes inside, and now as the ball works around the perimeter, Brandon Roy again penetrating, a little draw and kick. And that's how you get your teammate going. Somebody that's come off a tough game, you find a way to get him easy shots. Nicholas Batum, that's called a spot down. Hit the post and spot down to the corner. Nicholas Batum's game is clicking.
And I said off the bench, he's not coming off the bench tonight.
He is a starter.
You let me go with that. He's got 15 minutes, but shot the ball really well. 3 for 5, 3 for 4 from three-point range. But he missed his first 2 shots, and then he got busy and got to the free throw line, got a couple of block shots as well. The bench has not been as efficient, frankly. They have just 5 points between them right now, so still looking for some help there. Now, let's talk about defense. The Trailblazers taking the ball away, and that has created some opportunities.
Well, steals always create conversion opportunities on the offensive end, and the Trailblazer defense is connected and getting deflections off the ball. That's how you know everybody's dialed in to seeking level of ball. Andre Miller gets a deflection, and here everybody rallies to the ball. How many times have we seen Marcus Camby go to the floor to create an extra possession for the Portland Trailblazers since he has arrived? Again, steals and takeaways. Andre Miller creates a possession for Nicholas Batum to get in the open court and get a couple of free throws. Steals and takeaways, key for the Blazers.
And so 5 steals, 4 block shots, that's good, but -1 on the rebounding right now, and Sacramento is shooting 50% in the first half. When we come back, the rest of the highlights and the scores. Oklahoma City and Miami have clinched spots in the playoffs, and the mess in the West keeps getting messier. This is the McDonald's Halftime Report.
Imagine having an internet service that lets you video chat at the dog park.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, I'm at the dog park. Or check in on your kids from your commute. Well, now it's entirely possible, thanks to Clear. Clear has built a brand new 4G WiMAX network that turns Portland into one big hotspot. So you can get online in more places. Choose the Clear plan that's right for you. Home, mobile, or both. With plans as low as $30 a month. Just call or visit portland.clear.com today. With Clear, you can play an online game outside. Or watch live HD sports on a bus. That's because Clear is 4 times faster than internet from a cell phone company. Clear internet plans are as low as $30 a month. Get yours today. Clear. Super fast mobile internet.
If basketball is your passion, then connect the right way at ihoops.com. ihoops.com is the ultimate online resource for youth basketball, designed to take your knowledge and skills to the next level. ihoops.com has something for everyone who loves and plays the game. Discover coaching techniques with animated playbooks and learn the fundamentals of the game from those who play it best. Connect at ihoops.com, the official youth basketball initiative of the NCAA, the NBA, and the WNBA.
The reviews are in.
Jerome Kersey, you watched it and you liked it, didn't you?
It's hilarious.
Don't miss an all-new episode of Wanted, Adventure Host, presented by Fred Meyer, Mondays at 8 on Comcast Sportsnet.
This copyrighted telecast of the NBA may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used without the express written consent of the NBA. Log on to NBA.com immediately following the game for live press conferences and video highlights.
Jared Bayless knocking down his first 3 of the game. Only 3 so far. Hoping for a little more from the bench of the second half. 49-48, Trailblazers with the lead. Well, a busy Saturday night around the NBA. We're trying to sort out the playoff situation. Not much is going to get settled tonight. Again, the big 2 items. Clinches by the Thunder and Miami. They're in the playoffs. And the Thunder did it on the road at Dallas. Dallas was down 18 before coming back. Naraha makes it an 8-point game.
think it's safe to say the Thunder are for real.
Yes, and now here's Dirk. So this makes it a 6-point game, but in the end, OKC would put it away. Eric Maynard, 14 off the bench. Ooh. Oklahoma City, 121. Dallas, 116. How about the Clippers and Denver? Clippers up in this one early. Eric Gordon had 14. Travis Outlaw, remember him?
Trav.
3 and 1. Clippers had a 20-point lead. Then Carmelo says, we're not losing at home to the Clippers. That's not how it goes. He had 10 points in the second quarter. Chauncey Billups knocks down the 3. And now Denver is ahead by 10 in the late going. About 3 minutes left in the Mile High City. To the scoreboard. Toronto wins in overtime in Philadelphia. Now, they needed that because Chicago also won. That's the battle for the final spot in the East. Atlanta beat Detroit. New Jersey over New Orleans. Chicago hanging in there, trying to get that last playoff spot. Miami clinches their playoff spot. They're in. Oklahoma City clinches. So now Dallas, Phoenix, Utah, and Denver. Denver win, they win this game. They're in the final minutes. If Denver hangs on and wins, 4-way tie at 50 and 27 for second place. That would put Dallas in the second seed right now. Denver would be third because even if they're tied with Utah, Denver wins that tiebreaker. Utah would be fourth, and Phoenix slides from a tie for second to fifth in just 24 hours.
A lot of late-breaking developments.
Incredible. And we still got to see what the Blazers are going to do. Keeping pace with all this. Second half action coming up. We'll get you back to Sacramento. Mike Barrett, Mike Rice. This has been the McDonald's Halftime Report. Michael and I will see you after the game. You're watching Trailblazer Basketball on Comcast Sportsnet.
May I help you?
Are you Denise?
Denise!
Everyone wants in on the 5-layer deal. Layers of seasoned beef, cheddar cheese, and a hidden layer of nacho cheese sauce. It's Taco Bell's new beefy 5-layer burrito for just 89 cents. Why pay more? There's a moment at night when you gotta have fourth meal. Melty, crunchy, spicy, and grilled.
Half the calories all day. Half the calories all day.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sing like a bee. Float like a butterfly, sing like a bee. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sing like a bee. Sing like a bee.
Half the calories all the G. I know that's right.
Pickles! One policy, please. Our service is top-notch. We'll take care of you, your family, even this little guy. Great. Ta-da! Thank you.
What else can you do?
Ram up, boy. He's on break.
Caring for you and your loved ones. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Spring Tulip Red. Available at Miller Paint. Miller Paint. Your color, our paint.
Celebrating 40 years of Portland Trailblazers basketball. Blazers basketball is being brought to you by your Northwest-grown, employee-owned Bi-Mart. Just right for the Northwest. By Spirit Mountain Casino, the Northwest premier entertainment destination. By Kia Motors. Kia, the power to surprise. And by Gatorade. It's the heart, hustle, and soul of the Trailblazers. That's G.
Back here in Sacramento, Trailblazers and Kings at halftime. And yes, Sacramento, a 1-point lead as Blazer fans have crowded inside Arco Arena. And Antonio Harvey somehow gets placed in the background, explaining the finer points of the game to some Blazer fans. Always nice to see him. Welcome back courtside. Mike Barrett back with Mike Rice. Blazers find themselves down here at halftime. We mentioned from the outset, you could tell this was a little bit more focused Kings team that wouldn't go away quite as easily as they have, especially about 3 weeks ago when we played here.
Yeah, well, all you have to do is look at the number of assists, 9, and they're holding the Blazers to 16 points. Blazers shooting 45%, and the Kings continue to shoot 50%, and they've taken 10 more shots than the Blazers. Three-point shooting is about the same. Free throw shooting, the Blazers, it's the only reason the Blazers are in the game. They're getting to the foul line, but we said the Kings will foul you, and the Blazers are taking advantage of that.
There you see the turnovers, 8 for Portland in the first half. That is uncharacteristic. 9 assists for the Trailblazers. 9 to 8, not the ratio you're looking for. Udrih, 14 in the first half. LaMarcus Aldridge, 15 for the Trailblazers. Nicholas Batum, after being scoreless in Denver on Thursday, 13 first half points. And Brandon Roy with 11.
Yeah, but Brandon Roy only has taken 6 shots. Udrih has taken 10. That's a big difference, 4 shots for a guy that's averaging 22 a game. Brandon Roy.
Let's revisit your keys, number 1 right there.
Right, and the Kings, if they shoot 50%, they're going to give the Blazers a lot of trouble. Blazers got to work on that. Assist total, 9 apiece. That should be in the Blazer favor. Bench scoring, 5 to 4, so that hasn't been a factor. And you think it might be in the Blazers, but Martell and Rudy have not got on track yet, scoring-wise. The Blazers need a little of that scoring from them.
Well, Kia likes to help us get to know our Trailblazer players a little better. They bring us the Kia card tonight. And tonight it is Brandon Roy. Brandon, of course, was the Western Conference Player of the Week recently and was an NBA All-Star again. And trying to lead his team to a second half comeback in victory tonight here in Sacramento. It's NBA Green Week. That's why all the teams wearing the shirts that symbolize NBA Green Week.
And the NBA, the Blazers are one of the lead teams in going for green in the NBA.
Rose Garden Arena, certainly. Yes. And the Blazer Green game is coming up on the 9th against Dallas. And I know that you're going to walk to the arena. Is that correct?
Might take my bike.
Okay. You already drive a hybrid, so you're okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take my gas-guzzling SUV.
Boy, and that thing is a gas-guzzler.
I know. But I'll have to do something about that one of these days.
Yeah, we can do that. Now, the Blazers, you know, they're looking. They're not scoreboard watching, but if the Blazers would go win this game and was 47-30, and Dallas beat Oklahoma, they would be 46-29. San Antonio's at the Lakers tomorrow, so the Blazers could get up to 6. So it's a big game today for the Blazers, and I'm sure Nate reminded the team of that.
But when you do clinch, Nocioni to the middle, wild drive, and the foul's going to be on Roy. Nocioni put that shoulder down, and he's a strong guy. Went inside, took a shot on the head. Now we'll shoot 2. When you do clinch, as much as you don't like to admit it, and I asked Nate this in the pregame show, is there, I don't know, I guess is it natural to at least emotionally let off the gas pedal a little bit?
Yes, you know, you've achieved your first goal. Now Nate says, you know, that's over. Let's get after what we want to achieve in the last 6 games, and that's to get ready for the playoffs. But there's always a period that you have to really believe what you are going after in those last 6 games. Nocioni, the Blazers started off with Nicholas checking Tyreke Evans. That wasn't the way it was. Brandon was on him early. So now Nicholas and Brandon, that's why Nocioni tried to take Brandon right to the rack.
They run Nicholas baseline. Camby, the beautiful find as Nick got behind the Sacramento defense. He lays it in. Batum with 15 for Portland.
Yeah, see, and that's that flex cut down the baseline. They're so terrible at defending it that Nicholas has been open. They could run that about 10 times a half. Nicholas would score probably 7 of them.
Udrih, spin move on Miller. Thompson a long two, and he buries that.
Well, you've got to stop the penetration of Udrih because he'll stop and take that little 8-foot jumper. So they stop that first, and then they try to get out to Thompson second.
Pick and pop. Camby and Miller. Here's Aldridge inside. Fades over Landry. Off the mark. Kings now come back looking for their largest lead of the night. Travel. Landry trying to avoid Aldridge, and he could sense Camby coming over as well and just shuffled the feet.
Well, that's how you get back. That's the difference between a playoff team and a non-playoff team. The playoff teams will get back on defense and help their partners out on a play like that. The team that's not in the playoffs says, I'll do it next year.
Roy against Evans. Brandon. Now to Miller. Shot clock down to 6. Andre, 15-footer, rolls in.
Andre hasn't looked for scoring opportunities tonight. What do you have in the first half? 4 shots.
Yeah, just 5 now, 6 points. Andre, though, has a great backdoor cut. Kick to Evans. Angle 3 off the mark. You can see that right in front of us. That's the part of Tariq Evans' game that's not there yet. Just 26%.
Yes.
From behind the three-point line. Roy bumped by Nocioni. Hits the jumper out top after he earned himself some room. Brandon with 13 now.
I think Brandon would operate a little better with the ball at the top tonight. There are some nights they squeeze him out there early, but I don't think this team can handle it.
Udrih, elbow jumper, put it up long. Rebound Camby. Portland a chance to run.
Camby was way far away and just got that rebound.
Miller hit, couldn't finish. Aldridge offensive rebound. Batum wouldn't take the 3. Nicholas has it wiped away by Thompson. Then Aldridge fouled. Marcus sprawled out on the floor. Nocioni laid a little wood there, and that'll be the first team foul in Sacramento. Here's Brandon. Watch him get some room. There's a little bump with Nocioni, and it seemed to knock Nocioni back a little bit along with the pick.
And that's why I said at the top, and he doesn't even need a pick, Nocioni. Just back him up and then take that jumper about 10 feet.
Now they want Miller against Udrih. Make Baina work a little defensively. Fade, and again, the kind bounce. For a guy who doesn't have any arch on his shot, Andre gets more bounces to go his way on the rim. Normally,
you don't do that.
You don't get that.
Right, the guys that shoot it way up and it lands soft, but he straight line and it does bounce on the rim.
Udrih zips a pass to Nocioni at the rim. He's fouled hard by Camby, but can't finish it. That's going to be the first foul on Marcus Camby. And Andres Nocioni for 2 now. Watch Miller. He's had a couple of these in the last few possessions. It's almost like sometimes he aims for the front of the rim, and it just creeps over.
Well, the Blazers, it'll be interesting, the matchup, who they have the first round, because like Utah, the reason the Blazers haven't been real successful, you're not getting much from Andre Miller in the post-up department playing against Darren Williams. He's a guy that, is strong, so you stay away from post-up opportunities. So they can get out. They don't double-team. Boozer doesn't need to double-team when he's checking LaMarcus. Okor will check Camby, so there's not a lot of double teaming going on. Therefore, they can check the perimeter and help out on Roy a lot more.
2 free throws down for Nocioni, and the Kings back on top by 1. Here's Roy, doubled. Aldridge trying to swing it to the corner. Miller takes it right down the middle and scars with the right hand off the glass.
That was very, very nice. Very nice.
And Andre in the open floor, at least, he is favoring that ankle a little bit that he rolled in the first half. Udrih trying to go under Camby, instead gives it up on the baseline to Landry.
Boy, I'll tell you, they're passing to each other, and they're making the shots. So the Kings look like a team getting ready for the playoffs.
Well, sometimes when your rotation is shortened due to injuries, doesn't that become the case, especially for a team like this?
Yes.
Roles are more well-defined.
Absolutely.
Andre long 2, throws it up long. Roy offensive board. Brandon has it poked away, got it back, then feeds Miller to score with the left.
They were double teaming Brandon all the way, and Brandon just waited for the man that was double teaming somebody to cut up the middle, and it was Andre Miller.
4th assist for Roy. Landry waiting for a cutter. Through the hands of Udrih, out of bounds. Nocioni on the pass. Watch Roy. He gets it poked away from behind by Evans right there, right off of Udrich's hip, and then shovels it to Andre. And that's a heads-up play by Miller to cut.
Sure.
But everyone was watching the Roy match.
Absolutely. As a point guard, he knows what hurts their team when he has the ball and he wants somebody else to cut. Nate really into the game, yelling out the play, and the Lakers scout that's here tonight is writing it down.
No, he's not actually writing right now.
Yeah, look at see his pencil.
He was watching Duke, West Virginia last time I saw him. Miller rounded out on the jumper, rebound taken by Thompson.
That's why Lakers haven't been playing well lately. They're too concerned with other things.
Ouch. Oh, foul going to be on Miller, as Landry didn't like that, as he was thrown down by Andre Miller.
See, but Miller doesn't care what Landry wants.
He sure doesn't.
He just kind of looked at him like, hey, you get up, it'll happen again if you hit me like that.
I love the toughness that Andre Miller has brought to Portland. You wouldn't think you'd get that from a point guard necessarily, but they do.
And before the game, you don't see him hugging the other team.
Thompson from the outside. Boy. Thompson 6 of 9 and 12 points. Now they're in a zone. LaMarcus takes it right at the zone, missed it. Camby knocks it out of bounds.
And once again, L.A. wide open against the zone. The 2-3 couldn't match up properly. They were overloaded on the wrong side. L.A. wide open. He shot it a little quick.
Evans into Batum, tried to quick jump him. Camby grabbed the rebound. That's Nicholas of Batum's length that's bothering Tariq Evans. Miller got some space around Udrih. Boy, that is textbook on how to gain some space for a guy who doesn't jump out of the gym, and that's Andre.
Yeah, and that's why Camby threw it out. One time they threw it away, but this time they threw it, and Miller took advantage of getting down.
Udrih. Pump fake the 3. Thompson gives him a pick. They switch out of it. Camby on Udrih, and he hits the 2.
Boy, and the Blazers are trying to get through those picks, but normally the Kings really don't set up great picks. They go back into their zone. Landry was out, not knowing. Once again, they're not matched well, but the Blazers don't get the ball to Roy in the corner.
Batum, open 3. Off the mark. Thompson, Landry right in his face affected that shot. Nicholas tried to hurry it. Udrih, that's money for him. Not this time. Rebound. Landry among 3 Blazers. Can't hit it. Rebound Batum. But Nicholas has been around the ball so much, offensively and defensively. Miller, a beautiful spin move. He surprised Udrih, and now he shoots free throws. Watch Andre Miller here go coast to coast.
Yeah, and watch him the spin move that you think, oh, he has no quickness. Boom. He just hesitated long enough there. Great move.
Thanks for the ride to the game, LaMarcus.
Yeah, thanks, L.A.
No problem, guys.
L.A. makes a slick move and picks up the pace.
Man, this cat can really handle his Silverado.
L.A. pulls up to a stop. He fakes left. He's going right. Boom, chakalaka.
He can go left. He can go right. That's versatility.
L.A. is having one of the best drives of his career. Look, even the fans are going crazy.
The Chevy Silverado, the longest-lasting full-size pickup on the road, and just perfect for carpooling.
Next time on Wanted Adventure Host, it's ready, aim, fire.
Good shot. The heart rate's going.
Told you I'd get them both, folks.
All right! I'm gonna win this!
Dad, yes.
I'm gonna win this thing!
Monday at 8 p.m., catch an all-new episode of Wanted Adventure Host on Comcast Sportsnet.
Come on! Woo! Yeah!
Powerball, and now Mega Millions, with 4 drawings a week. Lottery games are based on chance and should be played for entertainment only, not investment purposes.
And back here in Sacramento, Trailblazers 5 minutes to go in the third. Lead it, but only by 1. As Sacramento has played a good game so far, Blazers having trouble building any kind of a lead on this team. Well, fans, the Nike Hoops Summit is back for the 3rd year in a row on Saturday, April 10th at the Garden. USA versus the world. Watch the best high school basketball players to compete on an international stage right in Portland. Tickets are only $10. And this, if you like watching basketball, this is a terrific event. You can get your tickets at the Rose Quarter box office or online at NikeHoopSummit.com. Guys like Bayless, Batum, Petteri Koponen, Martell Webster, Tyreek Evans, these guys have all played in the Nike Hoops Summit. But take a look at Andre Miller.
Boy, he just gets up that middle. If there's no room, he'll stop and take a jumper. If you double somebody else, he tries to get open by either cutting or spacing well outside. Boy, he has 10 points this quarter. And the Blazers are a little hesitant to substitute simply because the bench 2 for 7.
Yeah.
So they haven't given the Blazers much offense in this ball game.
Well, in balance scoring among the starters. Batum 15, Aldridge 15, Roy 13, Miller 14. Camby, no points but 10 rebounds.
Yeah, he's really, that's where stats are misleading. You look at Camby and say, oh, he hasn't scored yet. Well, he's taken 1 shot, but he has 9 defensive rebounds. The intimidation factor of people driving up the middle.
Miller hits the first free throw. Blazers in the game, 15 of 17 at the line.
And we said at the start that one of the things where the Blazers would have an advantage is getting to the foul line, because this Kings team, they don't play great defense, but they don't give up layups. They'll foul you. Guys like Nocioni really will whack you. Landry is one of the leaders in the NBA. Thompson, one of the leaders in personal fouls. So they all whack you.
Blazers trying to get the lead inched back up. They did this in the first half, and then again, as we said, the bench gave it back. Casspi for 3, threw it up just short. Rebound, Andre Miller.
Rudy was helping out and almost got caught with a wide open shot.
Miller drops it to Aldridge. LaMarcus, nice strong move to move Landry back, and then the jump hook was true.
Yeah, usually he'll turn back to the baseline on that play. That time he did a little baby hook to the middle.
17 for Aldridge. Evans pick and roll with Thompson. Evans steps to the middle. Camby rejects it. Then off of Evans, out of bounds. There's one of those plays you were talking about a moment ago. Intimidation.
Yeah, that's right. And Camby follows him all the way down. Camby knows Tyreek Evans. Now, early in the year, he would have passed maybe on that. Now he's going for the scoring, and Camby knew it. Followed him.
Miller wants Aldridge again against Landry. A good matchup last year in the playoffs when Landry was with Houston. Missed shot. Camby kept alive, but Evans has it. Evans brings it up, being hounded by a couple of Blazers. Thompson fouled by Camby. That's going to be a flagrant.
Yeah.
Well, a technical, says Bill Kennedy. Not sure why he rang in with a quick tee.
I think Camby swung and hit him across the head.
They called the flagrant. Why the technical?
Yeah, it should be a flagrant. That's all, just not a technical. It could be a flagrant 1, 2.
Well, it's not going to be a 2. It should be a 1, but why the technical foul?
Yeah.
So it's not a flagrant then. It's just a technical, I guess.
And I don't see that. It was a flagrant. There's no doubt that he swung and came in contact with the old noggin. And Camby would only do that unless he got whacked down at the other end.
But I didn't notice a spot that would have gotten him real frustrated in this game so far. That looked like a real hard frustration foul.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
Marcus hasn't, as Thompson misses the free throw. Marcus has only taken 1 shot in the game.
Yeah.
And he just had a nice block shot. Something got him salty, and that's okay. Missed a pair.
Yeah, there's justice in the world.
What do you mean justice? You fouled him hard.
Yeah, but still, the guy's wearing a white shirt. He's a king. Now they have to try to get Brandon a little bit involved. They have Dante Green on him.
Double comes. Aldridge trouble with it. Now gets it to Brandon. Shot clock at 5. Roy for 2 over Dante Green.
Yeah, that's a matchup in heaven for Brandon Roy. That's what made him an all-star. Guys like Dante Green.
All right, they got the lead back to 6. It's been as big as 8. That's it for Portland. Evans trying to shake Bayless. They double. That leaves Thompson wide open. You can't double off and leave Thompson open.
Yeah, Bayless tripped, and then instead of staying on the man, he tried to get back to his man. And see, you got to yell out, stay, go, do something communication-wise.
Aldridge against Landry again. Green coming to double, show double at least. Now Aldridge gives a pick to Roy. Brandon from the outside gets the roll.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Dante Green will go back to Syracuse after the game if you keep working him.
Well, he's being told to double down on LaMarcus, and that's leaving Brandon open. I guess it's pick your poison time for Sacramento.
Yeah.
Evans trying to work off Bayless. Bayless gets knocked to the floor. Open 3 is short. Rebound. Inside. Landry fouled from behind by Camby.
Bayless keeps knocking down and looking at the ref. Get up and...
Eric Dolan gave Camby a long look there as if that foul was a little hard. Come on now. This is the NBA. 2:30 left. Third quarter. Blazers by 6, but free throws coming.
New Kenmore Elite multi-motion washer. How does that work?
Hit it! See, other machines only go in circles. This Kenmore Elite has multi-motions for custom clean. It scrubs to help lift stains, rolls to wash gently, swings, steps, and tumbles.
Better than just circles. What? Sorry.
Introducing the first and only multi-motion washer from Kenmore. Get 15% off all appliances and floor care. Thank you for making Sears Energy Star Partner of the Year. Sears, life well spent.
All season long, they've heard your voices. Now Kia Motors and the NBA are giving you the chance to make them hear it even louder. For the first time ever, you help choose the NBA's MVP in the Kia Motors MVP Fan Vote and Sweepstakes. Log on to kia.com/NBA to learn more. And you could win a trip to the finals, guests of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Dr. J. Plus, win the all-new Kia Sorrento. Here's to more excitement for fans of the game. Make your voice heard.
Our little friend here has spent 10 years trying to get your attention, but some of you still don't know quack about. So give me 10 seconds to fill you in. If you get sick or hurt, Aflac pays you cash fast to help pay for things major medical insurance doesn't, like car payments, mortgage, and more.
Think you know quack about? Submit a 10-second video proving it, and you could win $25,000 cash and other prizes. Visit aflac.com/10 seconds for official rules and to enter.
Blazers by 6 here in Sacramento. 2.5 left here in quarter number 3. Where the Blazers want to know where in the world our fans are wearing their Blazers gear. They're certainly wearing it in Sacramento tonight. Send us your shot to the 4Fans page on trailblazers.com. Tonight, it's Mike and Steve Willock at the ancient and mysterious ruins of Stonehenge, it says.
Oh, man.
Ancient and mysterious.
Yes.
Your closet has been called ancient and mysterious at times.
With ghosts.
There are some fans wearing their Blazer gear here. Again, go to the 4Fans page on trailblazers.com. Send your shot into us.
Notice the Blazer fans all have nice haircuts. You saw that Kings fan with that faux hawk.
Yeah.
That went out last year.
And look at that dude. What is that? I'm not going to say it's anything because he looks kind of tough.
He looks sleepy.
Little Greg Oden action there.
Yeah.
Jersey in the stands. The last time we were here was the Golden State-Sacramento back-to-back trip. And there were a ton of fans at the Golden State game.
Yeah.
And then even more here in Sacramento. And tonight, the Blazer fans who have traveled and the ones who are down in the Bay Area and this area.
Look at the Blazer fans under the basket waving without.
They got their logo bangers they got from the Rose Garden.
Right, and there's no, what's the guy, free throw man?
Free throw guy?
Free throw guy there to lead them, but there
they are.
They're doing a pretty good job. Go ahead, clack the clackers. There they are. I don't know if that's bothering Landry.
There's only 3 of them there, but they're doing their best. Landry sticks it in their eye.
Apparently they didn't clack enough.
So 4-point game again.
Now this is a crucial time because the Blazers once again have that second unit in, but this time they leave Brandon Roy in there.
Roy goes right past Udoka, feeds an open Camby, who lays it in.
See, and now Brandon knows no LA in the game, so I have to become the guy that brings double teams to the company.
First bucket of the game for Marcus Camby, who has 11 rebounds. It's also assist number 5 for Roy.
Let's see if Bayless can handle Tyreek.
Evans trying to back him down. Evans kicks it out. Omri Casspi for 3. Well off the mark. Offensive rebound, Landry. Evans again against Bayless. Evans puts it on the floor. Ooh, Manoa got away with a walk. Got it back. Casspi again.
Yeah, Blazers. Tyreek Evans really can draw a crowd. He is just so strong. It's not quickness, it's strength that gets him open.
Well, it's a game that's similar to Brandon Roy's game.
Udoka has played against Brandon quite a bit.
Brandon baseline. They would have scored the bucket. No, they wouldn't have. No. On the floor, says Matt Boland. That foul's going to be on Ime. As you mentioned, they've played each other a number of times.
Yeah, Ime gets in there as soon as he touches the ball. As you see Brandon going in and that nice little dump off. See, and that was the difference when Bayless had that in the first half. He tried to muscle it up. Brandon knows, I got 3 guys here. Let me find who's open. Bayless will get that.
Bayless trying to go back at Evans now. Roy against Ime. Brandon got bumped, wanted the foul. Ball hit the rim and it's out of bounds, and Brandon upset.
Well, I'll tell you what. Normally,
Bill Kennedy tells the Blazer bench, my fault. I should have called that.
Yeah, but see, that's the third. You only get 2 my faults. That's Kennedy's third my fault. Man, there is a BB in that whistle, I'm sure.
He said, my bad, as soon as the play happened. Here's Evans. Long. Camby rips that rebound out of the air, number 12. Bayless now trying to put the pressure on the Kings. Jarrett down the middle, got called for the walk.
Oh, a nice little scoop pass to either Rudy or Brandon. Boy, and that was advantage Blazer with a great defensive rebound by Camby and a kick out. Blazers not taking advantage of some good opportunities.
Tyreek Evans right down the middle. Missed the lay-in. Rebound doesn't go. Picked up by Roy. Boy, Kings getting pressure around that rim. And how about Evans walking right through the middle? Rudy's 3 is off the mark. Boy, you could have run the clock almost completely to 0 there. Not the shot Portland wanted.
It's only a bad shot if it doesn't go in. That didn't get in, so it's a bad shot with 10 seconds or 15 to go. Boy, Evans will try to get to that rim. And look at Camby doubling.
Baseline jumper off the mark, and that'll do it. Good. As Dante Green couldn't hit the baseline jumper at the horn. And the Blazers, who led by 7 after 1, trailed by 1 at the half, will take a 3-point lead to quarter number 4.
Hey, I'm Greg Oden, and that right there, that's Portland, Oregon. It's a beautiful city. I love it to death. But it's very different from the places that I grew up. And there's just some things I just haven't figured out yet. So, I had an idea. I'm going on a mission. I'm bringing cameras with me. I'm going to find out what makes Portland so unique. So be on the lookout, Portland, because here I come. Go to trailblazers.com and check out my next episode.
From the Blazer Dancers, join me on my Ford Fusion adventures. Another rainy day in Portland. Hi. Hi, what are you doing? I'm calling for my brand new car. We're here. gorgeous. You want to go to the park? And this is Charlie. Say hi, Char. Follow me in my Ford Fusion adventures on IamATrailblazersFan.com.
One morning, driving to work, my car started making this noise. I drove to a local service station, and they told me I needed new brakes. I decided to have Les Schwab do the work instead.
How can we help you today?
When my car was up on the lift, they noticed there was just a rock stuck in my left caliper, and my brakes still had about 80% left, saving me almost $300.
Be safe.
Thank you is not enough, but I hope it will do. I'm Cecily Fleury, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
To the fourth we go here at Arco Arena in Sacramento. Blazers looking to make it 7 straight wins over the Kings and sweep the season series for the 2nd straight season. But plenty of work to do here. The lead is only 3. Rudy thought about the 3, kicks to an open Dante Cunningham from 18, and he drills it. Big shot to start the 4th quarter for Portland.
That was set up. It looked like it was going to be an alley-oop. It was set up for Rudy to get a shot at the top, and they defended it well. And then the third option was Cunningham, and he came through.
Nocioni's 3 is short, and the rebound taken by Bayless. See if the Blazers can get something out of this unit to start this 4th quarter and build a lead. And been unable to so far.
Yeah, with Martell and Rudy in there.
Aldridge turns, fires, and drills it. 19 for LaMarcus.
And Nate does what he always does. He leaves LaMarcus in when Brandon Roy goes out, and they go through him.
Nocioni and Udrih back to Udoka. He likes that corner 3, as Blazer fans know. Thompson, boy, he's been on the mark all night with that perimeter jumper. 8 for 11 for Jason Thompson.
Now remember, he was coming off the bench completely, and Hawes was starting. Hawes goes down with the injury. He's out for the rest of the year, and Thompson's going to be starting. He's getting big minutes.
Rudy hit and pushed by Nocioni. Dante can't finish inside. Rebound Thompson. Udrih, full head of steam, throws up a wild shot, and it goes down. So the Kings come right back with consecutive buckets.
It's not so much.
Rudy for 3 in the corner, short. Rebound Casspi.
It's the Blazers, when they shoot quick like that, their defense is suspect.
Casspi out of control. And then a foul by Ime. Boy, not a good shot in transition by Casspi.
No.
He's flying into a crowd.
Nocioni and Casspi both will take some rather odd shots. When they get hot, they're tough to difficult to stop.
Well, Caspi's on the officials for that, but when you fly in this league into traffic out of control like that, you're not going to get bailed out.
No.
Bayless, Aldridge holding the open man is Webster. Martell dials for 3. Oh boy, got the rim 3 times. It wouldn't drop. Martell's first shot of the game, believe it or not. That pass over everybody. I think Caleb Canales made a nice catch on that ball. It was either he or Bob Hannes.
It was probably Canal, because Hannes has terrible hands.
Oh, Hannes has good hands. What are you talking about? Man. You'll say that next time a guy harasses you and you need Hannes to come help you. Aldridge into a triple team, had it knocked away, and the foul called. Second team foul on the Kings.
Once again, Casspi comes out and complains bitterly.
And then points at the board. That's not the way to earn a call the next time, Omri.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they will never give him a call.
Bayless into traffic. Gives to Aldridge, who jams with 2 hands. LaMarcus has a little something to say to the Kings bench.
Yeah, and Bayless, see, that's the right way to do it. He brought people with him and then gave it up.
Foul on Dante Cunningham, well away from the ball. Been a pretty physical game, and
yeah,
odd that we'd see that call. Watch Aldridge here.
See, and that's 3 times early in the game, that was there for him. He really took advantage that time. Yeah. I like
Udrih around a Thompson pick, trying to set this up for Casspi. Again into traffic and out of control and ran down Bayless.
There, Casspi, you did get the next call. It's called a charge on you.
And again, just flying in wildly out of control, and Bayless very smart to set up and take the offensive foul.
See, and those are the little things that keep Bayless in the game with Martell, and it gives the starters a little more rest. Now that you have a 5-point lead, that you can play a little differently with the rotation.
Rudy matched up with Nocioni, top of the key, short. Rebound, Rudy trying to save and does. Ball loose, picked up by Udoka. Rudy's okay. Casspi, open floor, scores and is fouled.
Well, that'll change that rotation thought of Nate, because they'll get it within 2 points here now.
Just as Portland tries to grow a lead, Kings come right back. Been that way all night.
It's a good feeling when you find something that's just right for you or for your family. As a Bi-Mart member, you know what that's like. For over 50 years, we've been bringing savings to Northwest families just like yours. Now more than ever, it's important to find the values your family needs. That's why Bi-Mart offers Owner's Choice special values and the chance to win free merchandise every week on Lucky Number Tuesdays. Today, tomorrow, and every day, Bi-Mart is just right for more values, more savings, and more advantages. Count on Bi-Mart, just right for the Northwest.
Hi. You made a great choice.
The Honda Accord holds its value better than any other sedan in America. Coffee?
Please.
Like I was saying, the new Accord is #1 for resale value. It's a quality car. Oh, word of warning though, I had a cup 3 days ago. Haven't slept since. Whew, I'm jacked.
For the first time ever, lease a Honda Accord for 0 down payment and 0 due at signing.
It's the really big thing, only at your Honda dealer. A slice of life from Stark's Vacuums. Stark's Vacuums carries a complete line of Miele vacuums and appliances. Stark's, with 9 convenient locations. Open weeknights till 7, weekends till 5.
8:44 left here in Sacramento. A free throw still to come as this Kings bunch will not go away tonight. Aflac trivia question, Coach Rice.
Okay.
In 1976, the Blazers traded Jeff Petrie and Steve Haas for a pick. And what did that pick become?
Ty Drexler.
No. There's, of course, Spencer Haas. But we're talking about ABA expansion, the dispersal draft.
Oh, the dispersal draft.
It turned out to be?
Maurice Lucas.
Yeah. Very good.
From the ABA.
And from what we hear, Maurice Lucas doing much better. And we are hoping and praying that is the case.
Mo, you'll be back before you know it. We miss you.
Absolutely. All right,
I'll be playing golf with him in a month.
In a month?
Yeah, he'll be ready. All right, now are the Blazers ready?
And you'll want strokes.
Oh, there's no doubt. Andre's back in. Roy's back in. They probably would have liked another 2 minutes, but with that 3-point play, no way. So, and it just, coaches will leave the second unit in as long as they're not hurting, if you can stay even, and the second unit could. I like the idea that Martell is staying in the game because he's only taken 1 shot, whereas Bayless and Rudy have taken a few more shots. Bayless 1 for 3, Rudy 0 for 5. That's that zone again.
Aldridge has it poked away. Roy, though, steals it right back. Brandon, 15-footer, no. Rebound, Aldridge tips, but Sacramento clears. Marcus Camby will check in next dead ball for Cunningham. Portland going back to their first unit here pretty quickly. Casspi again.
Well, that's that inverted offense where the big guys are out around the foul line and they run people, the guards, down the baseline. So you have to be very aware. That was the offense for Sacramento for years, the big guys being able to pass, led by Brad Miller.
Webster puts it on the floor, into traffic, has it blocked, picked up by Aldridge, couldn't hit, scramble for the ball. Casspi has it. That ball knocked away by Roy. Casspi picks it up and scores. The Kings have the lead. They're 5 of 6 shooting in the quarter. Portland will call time. And it will be a full. And this Sacramento crowd hasn't had much to cheer about lately. They're gunned up for this one.
McDonald's Bacon and Cheese Angus Third Pounder. As if it wasn't enough to make it with a full third pound of 100% Angus beef, they had the audacity to use, yes, a third strip of bacon. Have they no shame? Angus Axiom number 39. It's an embarrassment of riches.
Bite into tangy barbecue with the new Chipotle Barbecue Bacon Angus Third Pounder. Juicy Angus beef and sizzling bacon smothered with Chipotle barbecue sauce.
Coming up on Comcast Sportsnet. Wednesday, April 7th at 7:30 against Eric Gordon and the Los Angeles Clippers. Friday, April 9th at 7 against Jason Kidd and the Dallas Mavericks. Monday, April 12th at 7 against Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Catch all this and more on Comcast Sportsnet, your home for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game on.
Oh, not again.
Oh. Hello? Oh, God. Uh-oh. It wasn't me. Oh, no.
Oh. Good low prices on what you need today. Fred Meyer, what's on your list?
Well, it's a 7-0 Sacramento run. All 7 points scored by Omri Casspi. But time now to take a look at the Coors Light freeze play. What do you got, Coach?
Well, I've got a point guard that knows how to throw an alley-oop pass when the defenders front the post. Here it is right here. They're coming over, and it's Thompson. Freeze it right there. Now you see Thompson playing out in front of L.A., and the point guard, Andre Miller, sees it, throws a lob pass way up high, let the big guy go after it, and that's how you play. You throw it to the corner of the backboard. That's the way weak side help can't come over and intercept the pass.
Sacramento's last lead was very early in the third quarter. Blazers had gotten their lead up to 6 on a couple of occasions, but could not extend it beyond that.
Out of the timeout, they go zone trying to fool the Blazers.
Roy's trying to go inside to Aldridge. Andre Miller trying to break down Udoka, fades and hits. Big bucket out of the timeout.
Yeah, the zone did their job. It took the Blazers out of what they wanted to do out of the timeout against the man-to-man.
Andre with 18 now. Blazers being led by Aldridge with 21. Landry over LaMarcus, well off the mark. Rebound number 13 for Marcus Camby.
Boy, and he just clears up, and remember, their big guys are out front in that inverted offense, so he has to cover his man and then get in.
Oh, Roy has that knocked away. Actually, it was, I think he had turned and was convinced that ball was not going to be thrown to him. Udrih to the middle. And Sacramento back on top.
You always wonder, if he can't go right and you play him to push him right, how does he get back going left? Well, that's because he can shoot out there and you have to crowd him a little bit.
Aldridge against Landry, double. Andre Miller having the hot half. Got a double, got them both in the air, goes glass and scores. 16 and a half for Andre Miller and 20 for the game.
See, he has a rhythm. He knows if I throw off their rhythm on defense and I'm patient enough, I'll get somebody in the air.
Udrih to Casspi, open three. Around and out. Camby knocks the rebound to Roy. Brandon looks to attack. Miller, right side. Batum, open three. Good!
Now that's a great fast break. Started by Camby, Roy, Miller. They were all taking part in that one. Great getting the ball to Nicholas in the corner.
Batum with 18.
Blazers go zone now. Try to throw them off.
Watch Udrih, who has it out top now. Roy on him. Tries to get Roy in the air. Brandon recovered, and Udrih hit a tough shot. 22 for him.
Boy, and Camby really helped out well. But Udrih, as you said, Embiid really hit a tough shot over both of them.
But the Blazers maintain a 1-point lead. Roy gets doubled. Shot clock at 5. Brandon for three. Got it. Back-to-back threes. Batum and Roy.
And Udoka played him perfectly. You know, I'm not letting you get to the rim. I know you're number 3 in the NBA to get to the foul line for guards. I'm not letting you do it.
Look at Andre trying to jump that pick and keep Udrih out so they don't switch it.
Yes, that was great defense.
Ball knocked back. Udoka has it blocked by Batum. That is Nicholas's 3rd block shot of the game.
See how he kept his arms straight up? He showed the ref, I've got my arms up.
There's the block party, 6 tonight. Miller, Roy, Batum for 3 again. Long, rebound Udrih. 3-on-1, Casspi. Foul.
Boy, Casspi hit the standard back of the rim. Boy, there's some action going on right now. See, he looks around. He sees what's going on. He knows the shot clock. He knows where the defense is. That was the best shot you could get with 5 seconds on the clock. Brandon calculated that whole thing in that split second.
Interesting, during that whole run, Paul Westphal had Tyreke Evans out, and now he's back in there.
That's true. You know, I didn't even notice that. And they were going pretty good.
And Casspi misses the free throw.
Caspi's one of those streaky guys, a lot like Martell and Rudy.
Yeah.
They get on a roll, they make them. See, he just shot that one. Now, this time he's taking much more time, bouncing it at least 6 times, getting himself set. He'll make that.
So Casspi, 13 off the bench. He's had a big second half. 4 minutes left. Blazers by only 3. They got their hands full here in Sacramento.
Boy, Tyreke was just putting his hands on it.
Batum, another 3. This one's down. Oh, he'll make a couple. He'll miss one. He doesn't stop shooting.
And Caspi's yelling at everybody, but he should be looking in the mirror and saying, I didn't get out on him.
Batum with 21.
And he's on their leading scorer, Tyreke Evans.
Udrih to Casspi. Puts it on the deck. Cut off. Thompson, open 18-footer. Been there all night for him, and it's there again.
Well, at least Casspi knew enough not to go out of control and charge, not to force a shot, but hit the open man, and they did with Thompson. Brandon will hit a jumper on Tyreke.
Roy fouled. Oh. They would have scored that bucket. Thompson was wise to come over and try and defend behind the play to make sure that didn't go down.
Great.
Because indeed now Brandon will shoot 2. That shows that shot would have counted.
Yeah, a great move by Brandon, and that's why he is so dangerous in the 4th quarter. And you know the guy that they haven't gone to, and he's one of the leaders in points in the paint, getting to the foul line, is Landry. He was with,
especially in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he was with Houston, and with this club in the 4th quarter, he's Mr. 4th quarter. Blazers doing a much better job of getting the ball to Brandon than they are to Landry.
And Roy with 21, Aldridge with 21, Batum with 21, Andre with 20. How's that for balance scoring?
Balance.
It only has
happens once a year, and it's happening right here in Portland. It's USA Basketball versus the world at the Nike Hoop Summit, April 10th at 7 p.m. at the Rose Garden. Today's top prospects, tomorrow's NBA stars. The best high school standouts compete on an international stage, including Terrence Jones of Jefferson High School. It's a fun and affordable event for the family. Tickets are only $10 at the Rose Quarter ticket office or at NikeHoopSummit.com.
No, it's not easy to save with 3 grown boys.
Not just 3 boys, triplets.
3 cheeseburgers with fries, 3 football uniforms.
Go forward.
Come on.
Guys, just take turns. Everybody get a chance to lean back. They were fair.
3 college educations.
We showed them how online tools that come free with their Wells Fargo checking account could help them manage their expenses and save automatically. Times 3.
There you see, he's a 4th triplet.
Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far.
Why will you enjoy doing business with Rasmussen BMW? First of all, Rasmussen people. They work with you to get you the car you want at a price that works for you. And with Rasmussen's best price policy, you'll never have to worry about whether you got the best value possible. It's all part of Rasmussen BMW's legendary buying and ownership experience. Discover the Rasmussen difference. You'll find it only at Southwest Jefferson at 20th and RasmussenBMW.com.
Bob Camby and Michael Holt in the home court studios. We'll be here for the postgame show coming up. The three-pointer coming into play in the 4th quarter and the second half play of Andre Miller.
Yeah, well, you know, plays don't make players. Players make plays. Andre Miller, after the reversal, gets through. 3 Kings are around him. What does he do? He stepped through and goes Saturday morning playground off the window. Andre Miller putting big hurt on the Kings.
Let me get this straight. He split 2 guys, and then he shot it over the 3rd guy.
After stepping through on the leaner off the window.
Let's get back courtside for the finish in Sac.
All right, thanks, guys. 3:06 left. Another guy doing a little bit of that, what Michael and Bob are talking about, is Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, boy, is it so important that he makes threes. He's 5 for 8. And defensively, with his length, look at that. Perfect
3 block
defense.
shots tonight.
Yeah, and so he's doing a little something else. The Blazers have 80 points from 4 guys. That is big-time scoring, balanced scoring. Roy, Miller, Aldridge, and Nicholas.
Actually 83, don't short him any. Maybe 84. And indeed, 84 between 4 guys. And the other guy, who's the starter, has 14 rebounds.
Yes.
So he's doing his part.
Yeah. Now the Blazers, once again, can put a taller Nicholas on Tyreke Evans.
They keep getting this lead to about 6, and then the Kings come right back.
Now here's the guy that you have to watch, Landry, on the pick and roll. He'll try. Oh, they went away from him.
Casspi. Shot clock violation. Casspi caught with it too long. Good Blazer defense. Out of the timeout.
You can switch the pick and roll with Camby. Camby is like a guard on defense. He just moves his feet. Look at him move his feet so well. And he made Casspi take the extra dribble and got that 24-second.
Of course, he was the guy who was on Kevin Durant in the final possession last week in Oklahoma City.
Boy, this is this terrible 2-3 zone. The Blazers. Now, Brandon has a little trouble against zones. He dribbles into, look at right there, he dribbled into the men.
Evans. Foul. Ooh, that would have counted. But he'll shoot free throws. Blazers a big turnover there. They've been much better this half at taking care of the basketball.
A couple of teams have done this to the Blazers late in the game. They've gone 2-3 zone, and the Blazers isolate Roy on that right side, and the zone, it's not as if it's not man-to-man, so he's not going to have a clear out. And he's got to recognize that and get the ball to Nicholas, who's wide open on the other side.
Well, and he took it to that right side for the isolation, but 2 other guys came with him.
You got to recognize they're in a zone.
Boy, Tyreke Evans missed the pair, but a loose ball foul.
What a call. What a call.
That is a gift for Portland.
It sure is. I don't care if he pushed him or not.
Tyreke Evans, as I was going to say, having a forgettable game, at least shooting. Evans is 2 for 12. 1 for 3 at the line. 6 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the reason he was out of there when the Blazers made their big move.
You're right, and it could be argued and this won't be the case every time, that group was more effective for the Kings at this point in the game than this group is.
Yeah. They're going back to that zone. Now the Blazers, and they're doing it just to, and now this time the Blazers don't try to isolate Brandon. They're going to work against the zone.
Batum, baseline. Landry tried to flop. Batum back to Aldridge. Shot clock at 8. Still have time. Miller for 3. Short. Rebound. Casspi poked away by Camby. Oh, now Batum the steal in the backcourt.
Now the Blazers can play the clock a little bit, and Andre Miller will.
Oh, Nicholas Batum has been everywhere.
Yeah, with those long arms. What a terrible
And he
mistake.
always stays in the backcourt, opportunistic, looking for the steal, and that time he got a big one. Roy. Front playing the edges now. Shot clock at 2. Brandon a deep 3. Long rebound tip. Miller has it. Camby kept it alive.
Once again, the Blazers will run it down. Now they're man-to-man. They can give it to Brandon if they want.
Miller open. Foul. He'll shoot free throws. That is Andre Miller at his finest in generating a way to make something positive happen at the end of a clock.
He knows the defense is behind in the game and they're going to be aggressive. So he's using that aggressive thought. And look at, boy, a great move by Nicholas, getting that ball back and then getting the offensive rebound. And now this smart play by Andre Miller. Getting Landry up in the air. He knows Landry's an aggressive defender.
Well, the last time 4 Trailblazers scored 20 or more in the same game was against the Sacramento Kings in 2005. Can you guess in 2005 who the 4 would have been who would have had 20 or more?
Zach?
No.
In 2005, huh?
2005, April 8th.
Got to be Brandon.
No. 2005.
Oh, 5. He's not on the team yet?
I don't know. Ruben Patterson, Sharif, Sebastian Telfair, and your man, Darius Miles.
Oh, that gives me nightmares.
We have 2 words for our customers. Thank you. Because for the 5th straight year, more people have chosen to buy at Landmark than at any other Ford store in the entire Northwest. And it's our commitment to continue offering great service and exceptional prices, like F-150s for less than $17,000. Escape 4x4s under $22,000. Even Lincoln MKZ all-wheel drives below $35,000 at Landmark Ford Lincoln Mercury in Tigard. We're just off I-5 at the Haines Street exit.
Welcome to Progressive. Nice calculator.
I'm just trying to save money on my car insurance.
You know, with Progressive, you get the option to name your price.
Is that even possible?
Absolutely. Trade?
And I still get great service?
More like super great. Oh, you have a message. Hello.
Calculator humor.
I'll be here all week. I will. That was my schedule.
The freedom to name your price. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Well, the Blazer lead is 8 with 1:08 left. Trying to survive here before we head back home tonight. Brandon Roy, you know, he hasn't had huge numbers in this game, but has been very, very solid. And every time he's gotten the opportunity, has come through.
Yeah, he just he finds out what they're trying to do against them, and then he tries to take advantage of it. If they bring somebody over to double like they did just there with Udrih, somebody has to step up, and somebody's name is Nicholas Batum. Boy, has he ever stepped up today. But if you look at his stats, he shoots 53% from the field. He shoots 44% from threes.
And that's down lately.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing tonight. Well, how about Oklahoma City beating Dallas?
That's back-to-back losses for Dallas in Dallas. They got beaten badly by Orlando on Thursday.
Yeah.
Then they fall to the Thunder tonight. What is going on in the West? Just when you think you have it figured out. Casspi over Camby, and Camby blocks it, then keeps it alive. Again, Portland knowing what Sacramento's going to do during the timeout. It's almost like putting him on Kevin Durant the other night.
Yeah, they're going in that half-court zone press, 2-1-2. They'll double team on the wings.
Miller had it knocked away, got it back. All that did is give him his dribble back. and then he's fouled. This is a 15-5 Portland run right now, and this is when you're on your way up as a young team. How many games did we see like this a couple of years ago, and you say, boy, you just can't finish? And I'm sure the Kings are thinking the same thing, but these are the things that separate non-playoff from playoff teams.
Yeah, when one team is 16 above and the other team is 16 below, things happen to the teams that are 16 games below 500. They lose. They make mistakes. They don't have enough confidence to close it up. And as you said, the Blazers 2 years ago were that way. Now, the Blazers know how to close. They know who they want to go to. They know if the other team does this, we can do this to counteract it.
And it's such a great mix. As Andre makes 1 or 2. For Portland, it's a great mix between youth like Batum, Roy and Aldridge, and then the veterans, as we've talked about, of Miller, Camby, Juwan Howard. Yeah. But we mentioned the loss by Dallas at home again tonight. So all of a sudden now, and I keep talking to people in other arenas, scouts and what that we know, and everybody says, who are you going to get? Who do you want? Well, this is what Portland has done against the playoff teams in the West.
Yeah.
Still one more left against Dallas. San Antonio, that series is over. Portland sweeps. Oklahoma City, still one left. That'll be at the Rose Garden. Phoenix, they've won that season series. It's over. Lakers, Blazers still play the Lakers again in L.A. That's next Sunday. 1-3 against Denver, 0-4 against Utah. Ironically, the two teams at the bottom of that list are teams in Portland's division.
Yes, and if you look at it, Dallas will be tied now. Denver won tonight. They're 50-27. Dallas will be 50-27. Utah 50-27. Who do you play? Who knows who you play? They're all 50-27. And you know what Phoenix is?
No.
50-26.
Talk about a log jam.
Yeah, log jam. Oklahoma City now 47-28. Blazers will be 47-30.
So I guess the thing to do then is what Nate McMillan always says, just worry about yourself.
Yes, and that's all you can do.
Foul in the backcourt. Blazers are going to hang on here to sweep the Kings. I think Portland had to take a 20 here because Aldridge was in trouble. He kind of laughs about it. It is a 20. As this a 16-5 Portland run. Andre Miller, as we mentioned, scoring when he has to. 19 second-half points for Andre Miller so far. And sensing, of course, I started to mention that earlier. Sense of timing and opportunity, when to push, when not to push for Andre is always there.
Yeah, and it's it was smart basketball. You felt the whole time the Blazers were going to win this game. You got a little nervous. Maybe Nate would have liked the first unit to stay on the bench a little longer. He wants that second unit to step up and do something. That's the only negative thing about this game.
Red beard.
Yeah, look at them. They're having fun. San Antonio, by the way, plays the Lakers tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they could end up 46-30. So the Blazers would be a half a game in front of them. Oklahoma City steps up big, as we said, and beat Dallas. So they're 47-28. So they'll remain in 6th spot. Blazers could be in 7th and San Antonio in 8th. And who knows from 2 through 5 where they are. They're all tied.
So Miller holds.
This is an excellent confidence win for the Blazers, simply because you knew you were going to beat this team. But what happens if you lose to them? Now you're saying, oh, if we can't beat them, who can we beat in the playoffs? So you had to win this game.
Roy fades and hits. That's the icing on the cake tonight.
Yeah. See the difference when they're playing man-to-man and the Blazers isolate. It's an easy jump shot. When it's a zone, then they have to do a little something different, and they will.
Blazers have now won 44 straight games when holding their opponent to below 88 points.
Ooh, good stuff.
But talk about the importance of this one tonight.
Yeah, well, it was big. There's no doubt about it. The Blazers, they're fighting for it to get ready for the playoffs. Their rotation, everything else. Brockman comes over and talks to his fellow Husky while my partner gets ready. Will it be a Husky? No, it'll be a young man from Paris, France. Go ahead.
Thanks, Mr. Wright. Nicholas Batum tonight. You guys get a big victory. This erases the memory of Thursday pretty quickly.
yeah, you know, so it was tough for us. We didn't make a great job, especially in second half. But now, tonight was special for me. We did a great job. They played very good. Got to give him some credit, but we did a great job in the last 5 minutes. Put them away and win the game.
You become so confident in your shooting ability, especially from beyond the three-point line. Even if you miss a big one, you'll come right back and shoot again. What's that been like, that maturation process for you?
I don't know, just keep working every day. And when I miss, B-Roy or Camby told me, keep shooting, man. You're gonna make the next one. So I keep shooting, and you score, and it's good for us.
And your defense, again, tonight, you hold a team that averages about 100 points a game to 87. That's been the key for you guys.
Yeah, you know, in defense, we're going to win the game by defense. So we try to make a job. I tried to make my job tonight. Tariq Evans is a great player, so I think he scored only 6 points tonight, so I think he did a great job on him.
We talked about erasing the memory of Thursday. When you make the playoffs, when you finally clinch, was there a little bit of that natural let up on the gas pedal a little bit emotionally on Thursday?
I don't know what happened Thursday. Maybe. We were also a bit tired, but we don't make a great game. We got no excuses, but we just keep working. Got 5 games remaining, so we're going to win the five next.
And the key was coming back and getting the win here.
Yeah, it was a big key for us.
Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome.
All right, Nicholas Batum here tonight, leading the Trailblazers to the season sweep again of the Sacramento Kings. Blazers have now beaten the Kings 7 straight times, and it was all business tonight, even though the Kings played well. And now the Blazer fans can celebrate here in Sacramento. 98-87, the final at Arco. Back to wrap it up, if we can get through this wild crowd after this.
Added with hoses? Go to Grover's. New lawns, big irrigation, little irrigation. If it needs water, they'll show you how to get it there. Your plans or theirs. Grover's Electric and Plumbing Supply. It's worth the drive.
May I help you?
Are you Denise?
Denise!
Everyone wants in on the 5-layer deal. Layers of seasoned beef, cheddar cheese, and a hidden layer of nacho cheese sauce. It's Taco Bell's new beefy 5-layer burrito for just 89 cents. Why pay more? There's a moment at night when you gotta have fourth meal. Melty, crunchy, spicy, and grilled.
The search for an adventure host is down to 8 finalists, and guns are drawn. Will Bo, the experienced hunter, eliminate the competition?
This didn't work out the way I had planned.
Or can someone else shoot their way into the spotlight? It comes down to one shot and one promo.
I want to be the next adventure host on out.
Who hits the mark?
All right!
And who takes a hike? Find out on an all-new episode of Wanted, Monday at 8 on Comcast Sportsnet.
Game on! Woo! Yeah!
Take good care of her.
You got it. Whoa! Joel's F-150 has sync technology. Check this out. Play rock music.
Play Joel's favorites?
Love like ours is hard to find. Called Coach McMillan.
Hey, what's up, Joel? You ready for the game tonight? Joel, you there?
Stop calling Coach McMillan.
Celebrating 40 years of Portland Trailblazers basketball. Blazers basketball has been brought to you by Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far. By Lush Schwab Tire Centers, where doing it right is what we do best. By Subway. Check out the everyday value menu from Subway restaurants. Subway. Eat fresh. And by Corona. Kick back and relax with an ice cold Corona and lime. Relax responsibly.
Fans are back here in Sacramento. And this was the case last time we were in this building, and the fans got treated to a Trailblazer win. Like the last time we were in this building. Portland gets the win and gets the season series sweep over the Sacramento Kings tonight. The Kings had the lead 82-80, and then Portland had to rally from behind, but they end the game on an 18-5 run. And again, as it was all night, it was a balanced attack that carried them.
Yeah, it really was. A balance for the starters. 4 starters get over 86 points. I know Nate you didn't need the bench to win this game, but you wanted to get more than 3 field goals. So they put a lot of pressure on the starters. The pressure didn't bother the starters for the Blazers one bit.
So some things to work on still is what you're saying.
Yes, I'm saying that. And the fans, I think, were better than the second unit.
Fred Meyer, player of the game tonight. He is the man I talked to a moment ago, Nicholas Batum. He just seemed to be everywhere tonight. 5 of 8 from behind the three-point line. 3 blocks, a couple of steals. And as he always does, he's filling up every statistical category. And don't forget, he's only 21 years old. And that's part of that mix of veterans and young players that Portland has.
Well, you could just see before the ball game, the 2 guys that were most determined, it looked like, were Andre Miller and Marcus Camby. They, it was like it was a playoff game to them. The Blazer young guys need this. They need to see how the veterans get ready for every game.
Well, speaking of the youth, as I just mentioned, Nicholas Batum, his three-point shooting tonight, 5 dagger threes, especially late. That's all a part of the Spirit Mountain play of the game, brought to you by Spirit Mountain, the Northwest premier entertainment destination. So the Trailblazers finish off the season sweep of the Kings and make it 7 straight wins over Sacramento. And now head home for a day or 2 and then down to LA to play another team that is a team they should beat, the Clippers, and then it's Dallas and the Lakers. So they don't stop, but again, the next ball game, another one that you're going to have to go into expecting a big effort from a team that's not making the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think this Blazer team really is getting themselves ready for the playoffs. They're doing what Nate wants them to do, 1 game at a time, and it looked like that tonight.
I know some other people are ready for the playoffs. They're the people back behind us.
Yeah.
Well, that's our next TV game. Wednesday night from the Staples Center in LA. Trailblazers taking on the Clippers. And Portland getting the job done here in Sacramento tonight. Couldn't shake the Kings for a while, but a big-time run late made the difference. Blazers win it 98-87. For our entire crew, thanks as always, and all the fans who made the trip. For Mike Rice, I'm Mike Barrett. Good night from Sacramento.